You don't have to have a trial to know somebody committed a crime.
So we just believe the federal government if they say that.
No.
Then there's a trial. Someone has to say it. How do you prove it?
I mean, you prove like
I could say that you were in MS-13 and send you to another country.
Citizen, you get deported.
Right. But how do you prove that without a trial?
You could trial.
That's fine. Okay, immigration
courts.
trial.
Yeah, that's fine. We're fine with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a trial.
that's
We're
not the
back.
problem. The problem is if you don't have a trial, then we don't have freedom.
That's not true.
But what's to stop the government from arresting you and just sending you away if you don't have a trial, if you don't have a lawyer?
Which they did at the January 6ers.
But they did get a trial. They were able to talk to a lawyer.
Why did it take months and months?
Yes, but they got one.
Why did it
eventually,
take
right?
months and months?
They waived their right to a speedy.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Because they could have had a trial in like 2 weeks.
Right. But again, you're saying the same thing we're saying, which is everyone deserves a trial.
Not in the same sense. If you're a citizen, you have different rights than if you're not a citizen.
But you can't prove that you're a citizen if you don't
Purple
have due
got
process.
ripped.
I could be arrested.
That's not true.
No. I arrest you. Right. But if you don't have it on you, then you don't get to get it. I arrest you. I throw you to an ICE facility in Louisiana. No. I'm focusing on
how?
the issue that I think we can agree on, which is if they're not a citizen and they broke the law, kick them out. That's fine.
Illegally, they broke the law. That's what the term illegal immigrant means.
Yeah.
You understand illegal?
Oh no,
What does it mean to you? But what if I cross the border and I go to immigration? I'm like, hey, the cartel's gonna kill me.
border illegally. It doesn't fucking
If I go to immigration
no, there's
on the border,
immigration on your side. Go there.
what if I do that
Then you
and I claim
go
asylum?
through the right process. Then
Blurring out
Deport
special
those
needs child.
No, you're not.
Yes,
there
we
is
are.
not anybody with a social security card that got deported. If you don't have a social security card, bye-bye.
No, but you have asylum status if you go through the legal channels.
People
People,
come here through the legal channels.
if they're hiding, then how are they getting arrested at immigration court?
They're getting.
Go away, because you're being ignorant right
We're
now.
with our family. Go ask somebody else.
We're with our family. What?
Apparently you think you're a lawyer.
You're with your family, but your husband started arguing and you didn't tell him to shut the fuck up until he started kind of getting clowned on.
Because illegal migrant.
Bro's mad. Look at the veins in his neck.
Illegal.
Crossing the street outside of a crossword. It's illegal.
The second you crossed my border, you became an illegal immigrant.
Putting a deck on your house, illegal. Murdering someone, illegal. There's a spectrum.
Again, my Constitution, my Bill of Rights doesn't apply to anybody outside this country.
Yes, but it applies to everyone inside this country.
Not legally, it applies.
Everyone in this country. That's why we're the freest country on earth.
Exactly. Get them the fuck out, then we can deal with all.
I don't want you to get disappeared by the government. My uncle, hardcore conservative, does not trust the government. Why do you trust the
I don't
government?
trust the fucking government.
But what?
Protect your freedom.
It's my
Protect
government,
your-
not yours.
Dude, what the fuck is your problem?
It's my government, not yours. What is your problem? Why are you not getting on your shit? Your fucking shit lib husband. Not shit lib, but your shit tier husband. First off, your husband's the one that's been going off. And like second, wait, what was it that he said?
Protect your freedom.
Oh, I don't trust the government. But you trust the government enough to take away due process. Like,
Government, not yours.
Dude, what the fuck is your
Hey, wait.
problem?
Get the
Go
fuck
home
outta
and
here.
got your
It's your
fucking
it's your
life.
We
government,
need you on our
not
side,
ours.
guys.
Apparently not.
You want to send the military to Los Angeles? Get ready for them to go to your town. It's
I'll
the
go
government.
get 'em. I'll feed them dinner. Bring them in.
Come on.
Once you give the government an ounce, they'll take you up. Yeah, exactly.
Just as
Exactly. Don't tread on me. Who's the me? It's us, the people.
Very dishonest.
It's the people.
Yeah.
I want these fucking assholes out of my country. Get the fuck out.
Because they took your job. I'm sorry for that.
I got a
Huh.
fucking job. I make great fucking money. They
That's
ain't
great.
taking my fucking job.
So they're not hurting you in any way. So they've done nothing to you.
What they're taking.
So why are you hating them? I just think that you deserve rights.
No, you deserve a fuck education or something. You stupid fucking ignorant fucks like that.
People shouldn't be sent to jail without a trial is important.
oh, he called him a Jew.
From Trump packing his cabinet with loyalists, gutting independent
That's
oversight,
crazy.
targeting protesters for exercising
That's
their
crazy.
constitutional rights. These past few months have been a lot. And let's be
Bro
honest,
couldn't
we're
help
going to
it.
be under attack for the next 4 years. Even scarier is how our media is missing the worst of it, or twisting the language so you believe what he's doing is somehow in our best interest. That's why I think Ground News is our best bet at exposing the spin before they distort everything from public opinion to the policies we're forced to live under. They built the only app and website that pulls in every perspective on today's moment.
Thanks, Ground News.
Actually,
We love you,
what
Ground
Grant
News.
told me is there
We love you,
is
Ground News. We love you, Ground News. We love you, Ground News. Love you, Ground News. Love you, Ground News. Sponsor me, Ground News. Sponsor me, Ground News. Sponsor me, Ground News. I don't want you guys to skip my.
Arrest you. I'll stand outside the courthouse.
I get sponsored by Ground News. Don't skip the ads, but
Your freedom.
Till then,
Full
skip the
democracy
ads.
We're practicing right now.
Yeah.
Where we get to say stuff to each other and not get deported.
Yeah. If you say that some people don't have rights, you don't have rights.
We're asking people about due process. Do you know what due process means?
Well, sure I do. If I do something silly in there, I have the right to go to court and fight the whole thing. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who has? What's another example?
Why are the children
Well,
just walking
What
up?
is going on right now, and you're going to get me all emotional, is the fact that some people do not have due process. They need to be heard. People need to be heard.
Yeah.
Thank you
Correct.
thank you for saying that.
Yes.
Yes.
We have the right to be heard.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's upsetting to you, but they're
It's
not.
very upsetting to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I came from a time when there was always riots. I mean, there were always protests. I believe in quiet protest, okay? But there were, I was born in the late 50s, grew up in the 60s. My parents encouraged me to vote, and I kept quiet who I was, and right now I don't feel like I can do that anymore.
You're not here to support the military parade.
No, I'm here to support the military parade. I'm here not to support the President of the United States.
Honestly,
Okay.
that's great. That's
I
refreshing.
appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank
I am all for the Army. My husband is a Marine.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, your husband serves his country, not a president.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. The
Okay,
president
a level-headed came in. That's
serves
crazy.
us.
The military serves their
Why?
country. They don't
Why
serve
the dude? Why are you looking at her like that? He looking like
serve a
They
country.
serve us.
dude in the
No matter
fucking
who
New York
president
with
is,
the
that's
brim,
commander-in-chief.
New York flat brim. He want to get involved. He want to say something.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for
Right.
saying that.
You're very welcome. Thank you for.
Wonderful.
Here you go.
New York with the brim.
1886, Yicro v. Hopkins. The court held that the 14th Amendment's protections apply to all persons within U.S.
Buckies. Shout out the Buckies. Anyways,
jurisdiction, regardless
the
of
bussies.
citizenship, stating the 14th Amendment to the Constitution is not confined to the protection of citizens. It says, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law.
Which is the 14th Amendment.
1993, Reno v. Florida. The court confirmed that the Fifth Amendment entitles non-citizens of due process of law, particularly in immigration detention and removal proceeding.
In 1896, Wong Wing versus the United States established.
Wong
that
Wing
women
is
only have the right to
kinda
vote.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God,
his
yeah.
name?
So we're going to read you all of the Supreme
Well,
Court cases that
Only
allow
America
for,
News.
Due process under the law.
Well,
v.
I mean, it starts
Hopkins.
with the 14th Amendment, which we love, the Constitution.
You
Right.
like the Constitution, right?
She looks like a fake
And
person.
the,
So the
and the
court
14th Amendment says that any person within the jurisdiction of the United
Yeah.
States is entitled to due process
So,
under the law.
1886, the court held that the 14th Amendment
She looks like a
protections apply
fake
to all
person.
persons within U.S. jurisdiction, regardless of citizenship, stating
Why does
that
it matter?
Support Palpatine.
Yeah.
Support the Empire. So,
And our troops.
no, I'm reading. I want to read you all of the cases where due
Yeah.
no.
The wink and the
Process applies to here. Let's-
the
let's
wink
get
is
into it.
crazy. That shit's funny as shit. She winked at the cameraman like, "Let's go."
Because, like, you know that they have the right to due process.
1896, Wong Wing v. United
But, like,
States.
every time you say that they don't,
The court
people
held
believe
that
you, even though you're wrong
non-citizens in
about
the
it.
United States are entitled to due process protections.
Like the 14th Amendment, on its face value, it's been reaffirmed 15 times.
Wait,
and to say otherwise,
what's your definition of due process? You're from OAN, you know the Constitution.
I mean, she's Dutch. There's nothing stopping ICE from throwing her back to Norway, right?
Yeah.
Like, prove it without
prove
due
it.
process.
Prove it.
Without due process, you can't prove it. We deny someone rights. We deny everyone rights.
He's got a
Secretary
point.
Davis, 2001.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, they're sav. They're kind of sav for following OAN.
Trump appointed.
As soon as they saw OAN, they're like, "Okay, let's harass these fucktards." I appreciate that. They literally were like, fucking with the regular people. Fuck these people. Fuck these propagandists.
V. Fisher, 1903, Wong Wing, United States, 1896.
It's important for you to know it, because if you tell these people something wrong, they'll believe a wrong thing.
We're just trying to explain all of the Supreme Court cases to you.
Yeah, because OAN is confused, and it's confusing these people.
Look at her face. She looks like one of the orcs from Lord of the Rings.
The Constitution and stuff.
The
right?
Urukai.
But it's telling these people that
Ugh.
they don't have a right to due
Why she
process
look
if you're an
fake?
immigrant, which is wrong.
She looks it's like uncanny, bro. Like, why does her face look like
Yeah,
that?
exactly. I'm
Ugh.
trying to explain due process to OAN, and they're walking away from me.
I just...
That's fine.
But, I mean, they're used to asking the questions. That's why they're confused. They're confused because they're like, why aren't we telling people that due process applies to everyone?
Yeah.
Right? Like that's our job as a news service.
Maybe they're confused and they need us to educate them.
I mean, it has to be confusion. Otherwise, it's malicious intention to completely confuse the American people in order to allow fascism.
Wait, yeah. So no, that due process. It's a Fifth Amendment right.
14th Amendment.
14th Amendment right. I was hoping that OAN would want to have good.
They are not letting
We
up.
just learned that these guys don't know that, and they listen to you. They trust you.
Yeah.
This is your chance. You can be a hero. You can save people.
Yeah. I thought you guys cared. Why are they running? I thought they cared about
The truth. I mean, the truth and freedom.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I love you guys. This is sick. I'm literally here undercover as well.
Oh, you don't even have to be. A lot of these people are Dems.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of them are
I
Dems.
saw the first person.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
I thought
A lot of these people are Dems.
We've talked like
I thought they'd want to learn about the
30% of the people here
Constitution
seem to
and
be pretty
Supreme
liberal.
Court
But
precedent
the thing is,
and
tanks
all of the
are awesome.
wonderful Supreme
Tanks are
Court
pretty cool. Oh, wait, I'm
precedents.
sorry.
Do you know about due process?
Ad breaking 5.
Oh, wait.
By the way,
what's your
everybody.
definition of due process?
Ad breaking 5.
No, I don't mind. We were trying to talk about due process.
Just beat it.
Some people here are confused because they don't think due process applies to everyone.
Follow us, like
Which?
That's weird.
the mall here, like
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well,
wanted
because
to
the
talk
14th
about.
Amendment clearly says that it applies to everyone.
Yeah,
right?
Yakwo,
we're not looking for converts. Like we're
Right.
not looking
Yakweeby Hopkins.
Well, I mean, because if one person
1896.
doesn't have due process, no one has due
you see.
process.
We've respectfully told you to please not engage anymore. So
Oh, did you? Oh, no, I didn't hear you say
said
that.
God bless and have a great day.
I didn't take that as a dismissal. I was like, God bless you. I
Hey,
am
God
having a
bless
great
you
day.
too.
Yeah. So you are saying
We're not
to disengage.
Thank you.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you don't put out misinformation when you know better.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, OAN of course wouldn't.
Yeah,
Of course
one
they
thing versus the United
No.
States.
Of course they
Supreme
want
Court's
it.
definition.
Hello,
14th Amendment.
Goncho.
Yeah, no, we couldn't
I'm
get
good.
it here.
No, you said
Have a
it's
good
not
fucking
included,
day.
it's a lie.
Facts here. Read
It's
these.
the Supreme
The
Court's
fuck
opinion.
outta
So
here.
If people are confused,
Fucking
the
retard.
14th Amendment applies to everyone.
Act
As
like I want your
reaffirmed.
goddamn.
And
I'm gonna pay you to
Commissioner
fucking promote me on
Dick
Kick.
Hopkins
Fucking idiot.
Again and again, from 1896 to present day, 2020, the Trump Supreme
They're
Court
so funny.
reaffirmed that everyone has the right to due process.
Same. Honestly, this is my type of passive aggressive fucking shit that I love.
Yeah, 'cause without
They
that,
said,
you
"Oh,
can say,
disengage.
I
That's
want
fine.
to
We'll just
spin
talk
on
to each
bill
other right
without a
here."
Trial? Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Can you imagine?
My goodness.
I was really concerned that the people from OAN didn't know what due process was, so I really wanted to educate them. So I'm glad we had this I'm glad we had this talk. Thank you.
I think we did a genuine public service because seemed confused. They seemed confused over
That's
whether
so
due process
funny,
applied to
dude.
everyone. And by saying that it didn't, it confused other people. It's this domino effect. It's terrible. But we were able to correct them.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
They
That's-
listened with an open mind.
It was weird that they said it was our opinion, like it was like up for debate as opposed to something that was settled.
Yeah, like there's been multiple Supreme Court cases about it and everything.
Yeah.
That is weird though. I didn't get that part.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we have to say it louder next time. Maybe I'm hard of hearing.
So yeah, if you see OAN or Fox News doing some reporting, be sure to go up to them and start reading Supreme Court precedents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or always tell them about the 14th Amendment. Your friend, our friend, protects everyone's right
Our friend.
to protection under the law.
How are you doing in this suit? I imagine
I'm
must
actually,
be.
I'm actually fine. You know?
Are you wearing a cooling vest?
Yeah, I'm wearing. Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're asking people, do you know what due process means?
Due process. Oh, I hate them being put on the spot here.
It's
No,
not
no,
a
no,
gotcha.
don't.
It's just, I mean, give me like a basic example of due process.
Due process is just following the law and trying to see that somebody's rights are actually adhered to, and that they're following what needs to be done properly.
Courts, the judicial system.
The courts, the judicial, police in general.
Is that
have certain
McMullen?
Rights under
Under
the Constitution.
Yeah. Yes.
That's not
Yeah,
him,
so
but he
you
looked
have,
like that
like,
same
Is
type
it
of
the
player
Fourth
build.
Amendment is
Fucking
you're not allowed to
McMuffin.
be searched without.
Yeah.
Search and seizure, yeah.
Yeah. So I think about that sometimes in terms of what can somebody come do and just shake me down, and at what point can I say no, you can't do that, and at another point, when do they have the right to actually stop and search me all the way? You know? So that's one of the things I think about.
So who are you here to support today?
I'm here to support America and
Israel.
this
I'm
great
here for
experiment that started a really long time
Israel.
ago. We live in very unprecedented times right now, and it's
Okay,
kind of
it's
startling.
With everything that's happening in Los Angeles right now, like
Yes.
the deployment of our troops to an American city,
Yeah.
how do you feel about that?
It's a little scary, especially I feel like I saw footage recently of Marines arresting somebody, and I feel like
a
I saw that
veteran
this
on the
morning.
way to the Department of Veteran Affairs.
There you go, and add
Yeah.
a little bit more context to it. And from what I'm aware, that violates some sort of doctrine where you don't use the military to police people within the U.S.
We're not an occupying force.
Yes, and so to turn the army against the citizens is just diabolical. It's really
It's
scary. I know that,
diabolical.
they started in LA and it'll move to wherever it goes next. And
Right.
so
Ad break
I live in
in
the
15
blue
seconds.
Northeast.
I'll just go ahead and pause it then. Let it play. Let it play. 9, 8, 7, 6. Me when I see you, Ricky. Hello, great streamer.
And it'll be really scary if they had deployed troops there to go door to door. And I live in a primarily Hispanic neighborhood, and I kind of fear for my neighbors.
Not the
like,
GI
am I gonna
helpline.
see,
Get out,
these big
GI.
Vehicles that carry tons of people just kind of coming through.
Ad
and
break
pulling
ends in
people out
2
of their
minutes
house.
and 30 seconds. What the fuck? I thought the ad break was already over. I'm sorry, boys and girls. I'm sorry.
Houses and stuff. I'm not down with that.
Yeah.
I'm really scared about kind of where we're headed, and so as a photographer, I'm here to take
As a
picture of the
photographer.
parade and bring it back to my friends and show them this is what we're facing right now, and we can respect the army, but we shouldn't politicize
Respect the
the
army. You are talking to a future U.S. Army
It's
officer.
for the people. It's not for one person or another one.
It is not someone's personal army. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Well, about due process.
There is no due process.
There's no due process.
There's no due process if you're
What?
conservative.
If
You're
you're,
a libtard.
why you speak like a Minecraft kid? Why you speaking like a Fortnite kid? You speak like a Fortnite kid and you're 40 years old. What's wrong with your shit? I'm sorry, but you fuck you. fuck this person. You're really gonna say, yeah, you deserve the smoke. Fuck you. And sit here and defend fucking January 6th to me. You can suck a dick. If you're a libtard, you get away with it. If you're a libtard.
Conservative. If you're a libtard,
Oh,
you're fine.
Well, I believe that everyone should have due process.
Everyone should, but that's not the case.
Okay, so you believe in due process for everyone on American soil.
I wish I had due process, but I never got due process. He never got due process.
Wait, when did you? What?
He never
what,
got due process.
What happened to you? Was it for January 6th?
Yes.
So were you given a trial? Was there an arraignment?
I personally said I did nothing wrong. So you can't charge me with stuff that you just want to make up.
Right. Did you get
So-
to talk to a lawyer?
I talked to two.
Was there
so
an
you went through
arraignment?
due process.
No, there was not. I didn't agree.
You didn't agree to an arraignment.
I didn't agree to a trial. I didn't agree to.
That's not how that works.
I said I'm not doing. I didn't do nothing wrong, so I'm not going to say I have 12 charges when I did nothing wrong.
That's fair.
There's no way in hell I'm going to say, yeah, okay, I did this.
He's over here
No,
like,
you're a
well,
liar.
are you dumb?
What do you mean you plead not guilty? What is?
Yeah, I pleaded not guilty.
Okay.
Wait,
And
so
in
you
court-
pleaded in court not guilty.
Yes. I was not taking no bench trial. I was not taking no jury trial. Wasn't
You
taking
still went to
nothing.
court, dummy. You still went to court,
But he
dummy.
still said, "Oh, you might be crazy."
Oh my god, conservatives are so stupid. You still went to court. You had due process. You had due process, you dumb fucking bitch. Oh my god. She literally talked like a Fortnite kid too. Oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
Because I did nothing wrong.
I did
But he
nothing
still said,
wrong.
"Oh, you might be crazy."
You might be crazy, like. Get the fucking saliva out your mouth.
Our fault. I think we said it wrong. So you didn't have justice. You didn't experience justice, but you had due process. Well, no, because due process, all due process is the ability to speak to a lawyer and have a trial, right? Now you didn't. You had that.
Those lawyers on the side of the judge.
Oh my god. Move the goalpost. Why don't you?
They could care less if we rot in jail for 20 years.
Also true.
So there's no due process at all.
But we think there's a disconnect in the
language.
definition of due process.
'Cause-
We think that everyone here has a different definition of what due process means. I'll just give you our definition, so it's not like a gotcha. Our definition is you get to see a judge, you get to have an arraignment. You know, there's
You get to speak to a lawyer.
you get to speak to a lawyer. There's evidence
There's
presented.
no evidence to show except for what they
Well, then there's no discovery.
How are you
Yeah.
doing anything?
Right.
How is that due process?
If there's-
This is what we're showing you. You can't see the
You're
rest.
talking about, well, that's justice. So like, if they're taking you to trial without any evidence and there's nothing within,
How is it
there's
they're violating
discovery,
your rights.
yeah, then that's still due process. That's just not justice.
Yeah, but
So you can
that's
have-
what we
you
think the
can have
disconnect
due
is.
process without accurate information.
Yes. And that's bad. We're out here because we think that when people on TV talk about due process, you and I hear different things. Because for us, it's just the process is happening.
Due process is you telling me what I'm charged with, and I'm going to tell you, well, we're going to prove whether or not I actually did those things.
Yeah.
You're telling me, well, you did them because we know it. No matter what you say, that's not due process.
Well, for us, like, with our definition, what like a lot of people mean when they say due process, what you not having that would look like is you would go to jail, never get to talk to a lawyer, ever. And they would just hold you there forever. That's like no due process. There's no courts.
If I
There's
talked to a
nothing.
lawyer that actually was on my side, that would be due process.
That's crazy.
But if I had lawyers that
That's not how it
weren't,
works.
I mean, did they give you the opportunity to seek your own lawyer?
I couldn't get one unless they were registered, licensed in DC. So that's like a
Yeah.
fuck you.
Yeah. Well, you also got poor person justice, which is like, yeah, you can do it. It'll cost you $100,000.
So if you
Right.
if you need to be licensed in
We also
DC,
couldn't have a change of venue.
how much justice
couldn't have a
is
what?
that?
No one had a change of venue.
Really?
No one was granted change of venue. I was denied change of venue.
So there was
But you were able to put in a motion for it and it was denied.
Yeah. Personally, I don't believe in justice in this country anymore.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
fair.
a first generation American. My parents are both from Mexico.
Yeah.
I grew up with the idea.
It's always
drilled
the
into my
first
head, you can do
generation,
whatever you
man.
want here. This is the land of dreams.
Always
Whatever you
the
want to do, you
first
can do it.
generation,
Here I am.
bro.
This is literally what I was doing on January
That-
6th, taking pictures. My case was deemed
Misunderstand
unviable. I was in
everything.
media,
Like, it's
credential media as a
crazy.
press.
Best viewers on. I'm gonna ban you
And I got
every
screwed
fucking
over.
time you come
I
in
went
here.
to trial because, again, I wasn't going to agree to something that I knew I didn't do, which was obstruction, disorderly conduct, you know.
So wait, how did you enter the Capitol?
Someone opened the door.
I was at January 6th. I was on the steps of the Capitol.
Yeah. He was doing this. Like,
I
he
was doing
There's
this.
a lot of people that didn't even go inside that still got arrested and had charges.
I had a visit from the FBI. I had to
Show
I
them
had
the
to speak
footage
with
and,
them, and
yeah.
there was a thing. They found me and everything.
Yeah, but
I definitely had to talk with them.
Yeah, but it's experiences like this and stuff that's happening across the country
Yeah.
right now. We got troops
So,
on
like,
the ground in LA that, like, when you give the federal government too much power without enough oversight, like, and I feel like this is where we can actually find a lot of common ground, because I know most conservatives don't trust the federal government to have unlimited power, and yet, like, I'm having conversations with people in this line that I'm just like, so we should have oversight, yeah, and they're like, nah.
They should.
And-
Every law that's passed should be agreed on by we the people, not
Yeah.
by a small group of rich fucks that don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? It doesn't make
I think
sense.
valid.
I'm not a conservative. I'm still a registered Democrat.
Why haven't you changed your registration?
I just don't really see the need to.
Yeah.
I would have got fucked
Uniparty?
over being a Democrat anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, if I do change it, it's not going to be Republican.
How many times have you voted for Donald Trump?
I voted for him twice.
Yeah.
2020 and 2024.
All right. And so do you approve of like what he's doing right now to immigrant communities? Do you approve of what he's doing right now in immigrant communities?
What do you mean by immigrant community?
Well, he's sending ICE to do raids.
I mean,
he's
'cause
arresting
I-
people
I
for
come
work
from the
sites,
immigrant-
immigration court.
Come from an immigrant family.
Immigrant populated community. But like,
Yeah.
what do you mean by?
Do you want?
Because immigrant means that you came here legally.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're here under protected status, if
Yeah.
you're here, you know, there's
A DACA recipient or a dreamer?
Yeah, well, so
DACA,
DACA
Dreamer,
recipients, asylum seekers who have legal,
So
like,
you-
they're
you
arresting
showed
people
up
at
at the
immigration
border
court,
and
you know?
presented yourself to the Border Patrol
There's a
seeking
difference because
asylum.
I follow a lot of pages that are pro, like migrant workers, people
Yeah.
that come up here like on work visas. And one thing I've noticed is that when people are getting locations are being raided,
Yeah.
they always say they're being detained.
Yeah.
They don't really, in most cases, they're just saying that people are being detained.
Yeah.
So if you're being
It's
detained,
a
you're
nice,
not-
very sterile word to use for it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're running inside of a restaurant, pulling people out of the kitchen.
I'm from San Diego. I know about that event that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
that's
it's interesting about that is that the owner, or I don't know if he's the owner or the manager of that restaurant, but all those workers that he had there, he was overworking them,
Yeah.
and he was being abusive to all those undocumented workers.
Yeah.
And no one wants to talk about that in
Wait,
San
no,
Diego.
so
I
he
think
can
he
go.
was- he had
He
slave
can go
labor.
to jail.
He can go to jail.
Yeah, and that's the thing with all these ICE raids. It's like, if I hire 30 illegal immigrants and I treat them badly, who gets arrested?
They do.
The people I'm exploiting. Not me.
There's a lot of people that
Wait,
are not comfortable with cheap labor, essentially slaves here, and they just want to parade around and say like, "Oh, we're for immigrant rights." But you know, for me, it's like most of the people in my life are not from here. They're from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I've seen it time and time again. They're just getting fucked over, saying, "Yeah, well, we'll hire you. Don't worry." But they're getting fucked over with their wages. They're making slave wages.
When they don't have a protected status here, they're afraid to report any work violations
Yeah,
to
yeah, it's true.
the government, to
Yeah.
law enforcement. And that's, I mean,
That's what I
what
thought.
would you say about that?
Well, yeah, he should
Bro
worry
said
about
something
the
ignorant there, and I just had to make sure. Where he says,
Yeah.
like, being an
Inside of a
immigrant means
restaurant, pulling
being
people out
legal,
of the
and while,
kitchen.
like, yes,
I'm from
like, yes, in a general sense, like, there is the legal process that goes into it, right? But, like, the difference between migrant and immigrant is, like, a migrant is usually somebody who's gonna only be in a location for work or for, like, temporary reasons, right? That is literally the definition, is, like, temporary, like, versus immigrant is, like, somebody that plans on staying there permanently. Now, illegal immigrant and immigrant, those are different because, like, that's the difference. Illegal and legal. Like, that's literally the difference. It's not like legal. So stupid. Because, like, just because you're a migrant doesn't mean you're an illegal migrant. There's legal migrants too. Like, bro. The difference
San
is
Diego, I know
if
about
you
that
went through the
event.
legal
Yeah.
process or
So
not.
what's
It's
interesting
not
about that
the
is that
word
I don't know if
immigrant.
he's
Like,
the owner or the manager of that restaurant, but all those most of the people in my life are not from here. They're from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I've seen it time and time again. They're just getting fucked over, saying, "Yeah, well, we'll hire you. Don't worry." But they're getting fucked over with their wages. They're making slave wages.
When they don't have a protected status here, they're afraid to report
making
any
slave
work
wages.
violations
I mean,
to the government.
they
And
come
that's,
here for
I
slave
mean,
wages. They can't.
what would you say about
They
that?
Well, yeah,
come
he
here
should worry
willingly
about
for
the
slave
cartels.
wages.
You should worry about the child fucking pedophiles.
I was reporting South
Wop, wop,
Texas,
wop,
they
wop,
got
wop,
arrested.
pedophile.
Killers that come in through here.
Instead of
And why is that always the
Instead of
argument?
someone
Because, I
working
mean,
in the
I
kitchen.
agree. We should 100% be worried about pedophiles. But why is that always just the counter to everything? Just worry about the pedophiles. We're not talking about pedophiles right now.
And night after night,
Like, we're talking about illegal immigrants. And, like, yeah, sure, there's rapists and pedophiles and fucking murderers in these illegal immigrants, but, like, not all of them are coming here because they're fucking criminals. Like more of these, there's more white people in the United States that are fucking pedophiles.
One 8-year-old kid told me his aunt, his legal guardian in El Salvador, sent him to the U.S. because she wanted to go with some guy in England.
What should be done with that kid? Should we send him back to El Salvador, or should we
Take care of him
bring him into this country and naturalize him?
I don't know what to do, you know, because like that was a moment for me where I had that same thought, you know, like what for him, like what should we do? He has no one there, he has no one here,
Yeah.
and now he's just floating in limbo. I don't even know where the fuck he is now.
You know, and I'm a dirty socialist, but I'd be like, yeah, let's build up a system where he's fed, where he's clothed, where like he's taken
Where
care
there's
of.
a
and,
there's
like,
Or
Like,
there's a
where it's safe,
very
let's create a safe space from here.
transparent and non-Byzantine pathway towards citizenship.
I mean, like beyond citizenship, I just want there to be a safe place that he could live and like get an education.
yeah.
You know, it's not like we don't have the money for it. Yeah, we're literally spending $50 million walking tanks 8/10 of a mile today. Like, we can house that kid.
We're talking to people about due process. What is your definition of due process?
Law and order. Go by the law.
That's your definition of due process.
Yeah, buddy. I know it's not yours.
Well, we're talking to people.
Celebrate the Army 50th birthday.
I'm here to support the emperor.
Ah, right.
Yeah. Deploying the army on American soil feels weird to us, but you know, I guess not everyone has a problem with that. But if you do, don't forget that there is the GI helpline. If you believe that you've been giving an unlawful order, call this helpline. They will protect you. For
Go
instance,
home,
if you were asked
GI.
to arrest or fire an American citizen.
How you doing? Who here believes in states' rights? States? Do you believe in states' rights?
But do you believe that if they disagree with us, we should crush those states with force?
I think that both sides currently act like if they disagree with us, we should crush them.
Yes.
I think they're both guilty of it.
Absolutely, and both sides acted on it because Joe Biden always deploying the military to states.
He's always doing that. Joe Biden
Famously for crushing states' rights.
Yeah.
Except for he did it in the courts and with laws and stuff.
Weak. Boring. Dark MAGA, baby. You believe in states'
Dark
rights and
MAGA.
individual liberty.
Dark MAGA. I forgot about that meme. Dark MAGA.
So, tell me how you feel about LA. What's going on there?
In LA, yeah, there's a bunch of criminals acting
That's
up.
crazy.
You know what I mean? A bunch of illegals and Americans destroying the city because they don't want to.
It's mainly Americans, but okay.
Except for Democrats and illegal immigrants, apparently.
Wait,
pretty crazy.
hold on. I think you said that in a confusing way because we're states' rights, right? And they're sending in the federal military.
And the whole federal law is no illegal immigrants. See you later. And what do they say? They're going to arrest illegal immigrants. They're criminals. And what does Gavin Newsom do? He hides them all over the place. 18 years. This guy got in jail for raping a child and let him go because they didn't want the ICE to go inside of the jail to go get him. So you guys have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
No. We said that in a confusing way because there's federalists and anti-federalists, right? In the Constitutional Convention of 1989,
Hey, listen,
right?
going against the law is against
States'
the law. It's a misdemeanor. Guess what? They all did it 15 times, so now it's a felony. Now they commit felonies.
Right.
So get out of here, dude.
Right, so the states should be
fucking the criminals.
Sure.
You're a moron. You have no idea what you're talking about.
So, not states' rights. So we don't like states' rights.
Federal crime. You can't cross the border illegally. We have a border now.
Oh, no,
No, sorry. I feel like we were talking about immigration. I'm talking about states' rights.
Yeah.
No, that's my bad. No, I can see this right there. No, we're talking about states' rights versus federal power.
Yeah.
Right. Not any particular immigration issue or whatever.
Federal control everything.
So you believe in federal power, strong federal government.
Yes. Federal government.
No,
Yes.
I'm trying to. Sorry, I'm trying to understand. Okay.
I thought.
Go down to California then, and they go down there.
I was there like a week ago. They're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I got brunch there at a nice Cuban restaurant. It was like, okay. Like back in 2020 when they said New York was destroyed by Black Lives Matter, it was like 2 blocks. They set a car.
What is it, $100 billion?
We lived there.
I lived there.
We spent $100 billion rebuilding New York.
Yeah.
Same.
I wish that they would spend $100 billion rebuilding New York.
I'm a conservative, so I don't trust the media and I don't trust the federal government. I want the federal government
Same.
to overrule a state because of something I saw in the media.
Yes.
Is that?
There we go.
God, I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm trying to figure out the logic.
States' rights, strong federal government. States' rights, strong federal. You gotta pick one. You can't say we believe in states' rights and then have the federal government take over a state.
Doing a whole thing where we don't think everyone has the same interpretation of the word due process.
We see it on the news, and I think that
we talk about
people
it
say
as if we all have the same definition. So I'm going around asking people, what's your interpretation of due process?
Due process, knowing what you did. If you were arrested for a crime, knowing what you did, that you were told that crime is what you're arrested for, and seeing a trial for that crime.
Yeah.
Trial,
present evidence, talk to a lawyer.
That's the most basic definition.
Right. So we understand that when they're talking about like whether illegals have a right to due process, that's what we mean.
Attorney and all.
How do you feel about that?
I believe they should have a right to attorney,
Yeah.
court date and everything.
Great, because you believe in you know what due process is,
Yes.
and you believe people should have it.
Yes.
That is consistent. That makes sense. That's all we wanted.
Yeah. Are you here to support Trump? Just here to support the military?
Between you and me,
Yeah.
kind of just want to look at the tanks.
Yes. Pew pew. Like legitimately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They already spent the money. Why not?
Yes. Thank you. This is
Okay.
why you should be here.
Valid.
Because when are you gonna see a tank rolling out?
Not often.
Oh, hopefully. Well, I mean, unless you live in Los Angeles.
Well, yeah. When do you get to see a tank? Hopefully not often. Hopefully you get to see it's like a once in a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
Seeing tanks.
True. I mean, that's a valid response.
Yes, I do. But I'm still not talking.
She's a lawyer. You're a lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you asked her what due process was, and she told you?
No.
Oh, but everyone has a right to due process in America.
I have nothing to say to you.
Okay. Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
yeah, but
Because she
obviously
can't admit to
they
it.
do because they're on American soil, and the laws apply to everyone on American soil, not just to some people. I mean, sorry, I'm not citing an opinion. I'm just making sure that we have the same concept of reality.
Of course you are.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm citing the Supreme Court's opinion, but
Huh.
yeah,
yeah,
we're on the same page,
What
right?
opinion is that?
That if you're on U.S. soil, I mean, dates back to 1810. If you're on U.S. soil, you have the rights of the Constitution. That's why we're the freest country in the world. You could fall out of an airplane and land on a mountain in North Dakota, and you have all the rights of an American. Oh, no. Sorry. I must have said it confusing. It's not an opinion. It's the law.
You say so.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Supreme Court says so. I'm just saying what they said.
Wait, what kind of lawyer are you?
No comment.
They did, and they have, and it's been reaffirmed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, obviously, there's a miscommunication happening. What I'm saying is the laws of the land apply to everyone in the
We're not
land.
interested,
Not
okay?
interested in your nonsense about religion.
Oh, no, that's...
They are illegal.
Sure. And they can be tried and kicked out of the country. That's fine.
Everyone doesn't have to go to trial. They all go through a trial to get in our country? Is that what they did? I don't think so.
I don't think...
When they let
Like a
millions
passport
in
control?
on purpose? Yeah, you can't be let in on purpose and then not be let out.
I like the way he's
But-
baiting them.
It should be, and that's the right thing to do.
But without due process, what's to stop the police from arresting you and saying you're illegal and sending you out of the country?
Citizen.
But how do you
How do
prove
we know
that?
that? How do we know you're a citizen?
If you're not
I
allowed
can
to
show you
present...
my license. I can show you identification, which you guys are against too.
No. We're
Wait,
for
so wait,
identification.
what if you
but
left?
you're presenting evidence. That's due process.
Do you see what you're doing here? Do you see how you're circling us and trying to harass us?
I mean, I
and
think we're in
make
a straight
us
line.
Feel threatened?
Oh, no.
Can you please go off and find someone who's
I didn't mean to... I mean, this just... It's not a circle. Like, I want to be clear that this is not a circle.
Nice day. I'm here to
I mean, it's a lie.
celebrate the birthday of the Army. That's all. It's a great
You guys
day.
can have your opinion. We don't have any problem with you guys having your opinion.
Oh, no, we were just seeing if people know what due process is. And if we don't, that's fine.
No, you're being a wise ass way of saying it.
No. Again, our job isn't to be confusing.
a stormtrooper?
You're doing it like a punk.
I'm sorry, is there a more respectful way I could...
Definitely.
I'm sorry.
But-
No, legitimately, it is not my goal to be
How many
confrontational.
We need to
times?
have a debate right here.
We don't want to have a debate with you.
I don't have to debate.
We just want to enjoy our day.
I
We're
hope
here
you
to
do.
Celebrate
Yeah.
our nation's army. Okay, so we're not going to speak to you.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Why are they all talking like
Anyways,
that?
I wish that you have a wonderful day. But if you're watching, due process does apply to everyone in the country.
That's the thing.
If you want to present evidence such as I have a driver's license, that's part of due process. If you're
Yeah.
denied due process, you can't present proof of your legal status.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
to clarify for you, some people, I think we're asking in a confusing way. I think maybe
Yeah.
we have to figure out how to phrase that in a way that people understand that without.
That people don't know what due process is. I mean,
Yeah.
she's a lawyer and she doesn't know what due process is.
Well, or she does, or she's keeping it a secret. It's fine. She doesn't
Oh,
want
yeah,
to say
or
it.
she's pretending not to.
But if you want to present evidence of your status, that's due process.
What's your personal definition of
Due process as far as what is concerned?
No, just in
That's,
general.
it's awfully
Because we think
generic.
when people on the news say due
Well,
process,
it's
people hear different
generic.
stuff.
Yeah, I
So,
think
when you
people-
hear it, what does it mean to you? Does it mean anything? And it's okay if it doesn't.
Yeah, like I realized I was saying due process, and I realized, you know what? I think we all have a different definition of it. What is your definition?
I don't know, Henry. What's our definition of due process?
Or do you have one? Because
God, he built like a unit. Jeez.
Yeah, but like, that's what I'm saying. For what? You're just saying due process.
Well, the Constitution gives the Constitution gives to the Supreme Court.
Why he felt like
definition
that?
of due process is the right to see an attorney and have a trial.
U.S. court for U.S. citizen?
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, the
For
Supreme
U.S.
Court says that it
citizens.
should be for anyone on U.S. soil, and the Constitution says that. What?
I don't think.
I mean, we could show you Supreme
But,
Court.
but in the same way,
We
like,
know
like,
that,
if someone
Henry.
comes to this country,
We
illegally,
know
you
you
still
don't
can't
think.
shoot them. Right, like if they're standing in front of you, you can't murder them. You can't strangle the life out of them.
Shoot somebody who's here
No,
illegally
but I'm saying because they have the protection of law.
Yeah.
Even though they have committed, like the same way they can't shoot a felon, right? People who have broke the law. No, but people who broke the law still have rights, right? You can't strangle a prisoner, for instance.
Who broke the law has rights. As a U.S. citizen, I'm requesting my privacy and my.
How do I know you're a U.S. citizen, though? That's the question. How do I know?
Well, he's a veteran.
I don't know
so
you
yeah.
are.
Oh, well, thank you
How do I
for your
know you?
service.
That's a great thing. You know, what?
You're.
I mean, I don't have my ID on me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
no, exactly.
right. But being able to present evidence is due process, right? Because we're out here because we're concerned. No, that's
Presenting proof of citizenship.
that's due process.
Who walks around? I mean, I'm from Germany. I'm a naturalized citizen. Am I walking off my naturalization papers? No, I have a driver's license.
That's what I'm saying, right? So, like,
Thank you.
if you can't talk to a judge,
Wait, I actually don't know the other part exactly, but I
You
know.
you don't have to know every part of it.
But isn't it like you have a right to know why you're also getting getting locked up as well?
rights.
Everything
Isn't
you
that
just
habeas? Someone was like,
habeas corpus.
Yeah.
Everything you did it. Like okay. Do you support the 14th Amendment?
These are not who I care about.
What?
These are not who I care about. I mean, I'm sure.
You said, can you please state where you got your information from and to what?
Like not.
it's pro-Palpatine. Way people.
Here.
If people rebel, you have to put them down.
Right.
You know, Alderaan, Los Angeles, your hometown. It's the only way people feel safe.
This is a learning moment for me.
Than's you.
Empire's good, guys. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Shake your hand.
Absolutely.
Palpatine.
Palpatine.
It's pro-Palpatine right here.
That is a man with media literacy. What does this even mean? That you're either American or a Trump defender?
This is a lot of my signs. I'm kind of trying to imitate the language of Republicans. I feel Donald Trump's whole political career started in 2015 when he started questioning Obama's citizenship.
Yeah,
And then for the last 10 years since then, it's just every time somebody disagrees with him, oh, we're going to deport you. Oh, you're not American. Oh, we're going to send you to Guantanamo, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A couple months ago, he's thinking he can get around the 14th Amendment, natural-born citizens.
Well, I mean, that's only been reaffirmed by the Supreme Court like 25 times since 1890s.
Like, it needs a couple more, though, right? Yeah. That's
I mean, but has it been reviewed by this Supreme Court besides the time in 2020?
That's right. They were all liberal baby Supreme Courts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the ones in 1896. Yeah, that was. No, we've been going around and asking people what they think due process is.
Like, just what does it mean?
What does it mean? And they're like, well, you know, some of them can define it, but they always exclude. They're like, well, not if you're here illegally.
It's a thing for citizens.
I think that one's a pretty self-explanatory one. It's kind of in the names. You are due a legal process anytime somebody wants to do something. The civil system like that are the cornerstone of our society. You need to run things through. You need to check things. You need to give everybody a fair trial.
I don't know. I'm a law and order guy, so I don't think that most people should have access to the court system.
I guess it does bog them down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like we have to pay for that.
I'm a law and order person. You know, forget doing things in the courts.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to rule by executive order.
Yeah. Law and executive order.
The Death Star was not built by legislation.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. The Death Star was not built by legislation. Thank you.
Fuck. I kind of want to see this.
As a journalist, I couldn't find any Republican in New York to talk to me, so I was like, I'll just start dating Republicans. And then I accidentally found all these far-right guys.
And I was like, what is it? And he was like, well, what do you think it is? And I was like, it looks like a swastika. He was like, yeah.
This is Vera Papasova. She spent the last year dating far-right men in New York City for a story for Cosmopolitan magazine.
They speak liberal, they have liberal friends, and then they go online, and they are a white supremacist.
Hey, you're Vera, the investigative journalist who went undercover on the alt-right.
Yeah.
Can I interview you? I'll buy you a coffee.
Sure.
What's your go-to order?
A Turkish coffee from Lion's Milk.
Done. You went undercover on
His
a
dog.
far-right dating
His little
app.
dog in the vest.
Can you say the
Not
name
gonna
of the
lie,
dating
I'd
app?
No.
fuck with
Why
it.
can't you say the name of the dating app?
Because I don't want to platform a dating app that wouldn't take down a profile of someone with a swastika tattoo.
Just for the record, she hasn't said the name of the dating app, but I think we know which dating app she's talking about.
They were so insecure because they don't really know who they are and they don't know how to figure that out.
When did you do this?
This was 2024 when I started covering the election as a journalist around this time, and I couldn't find any Republican in New York to talk to me. So I was like, I'll just start dating Republicans. And then I accidentally found all these far right guys doing that. I was like, please, can someone talk to me? I want to know why you guys are so excited and want to win, and why the Democrats are all burnt out, don't want to talk about the election, and are acting like fucking losers when it's March and the election is in November. This was not a planned, premeditated anything. I was really trying to do personal research, and I just am methods. So I was like, okay, I don't know what Republicans are thinking because they won't talk to any journalist. So I'm just going to talk to them in a dating setting.
That entire time, I'm traveling the country, going to MAGA rallies, trying to get people to talk to me. And you're like, hey, I'm just going to go on a dating app in New York. That could have
been you. You could have done that with a bunch of conservative girls.
I can't tell you which is worse. Flying around to a bunch of MAGA rallies and doing that, or dating a bunch of conservative women in New York. I don't know. You know what?
Honestly, I have never spent an entire year in New York not paying for a date. So I will give the MAGA boys that. They paid for all my dates.
Because their attitude.
Where's Tucker Carlson?
Senator, thank you very much for spending the time to have this conversation.
It's good to be with you.
So you've come out for regime change in Iran, as distinct just from taking out the nuclear sites. What does regime change look like in Iran?
Somebody else in charge.
How do you get there?
Look, that ultimately has to be a popular uprising from the people. And it's not a complicated question. Is America better off with a country that has a leader who hates us and wants to kill us, or to have a country with a leader who likes us and wants to be friends with us? And
definitely the latter's better.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so that's not a complicated statement. Look, I believe you look across the world when you have countries that have dictators that are viciously anti-America. Venezuela, Maduro hates us. Would we be better off with Maduro out of power? Absolutely. I want our enemies out of power, and I want our friends in power.
I could not agree more. The question is, how do you get there?
Of course.
We've been trying to kill Maduro for quite some time. We have troops there.
I don't know that we've been trying to kill Maduro.
We have. And I think you know that. And
I don't know that.
I think you know that.
So
I think you know that.
We do have massive sanctions. We tried to pressure him out of office.
Yeah,
I'm
there's all kinds
not
of
aware
stuff.
of that.
I'm just saying there's a lot of pressure coming from various parts of the U.S. government on that government, and it's still there.
Yeah.
Same, the country of our ancestors, Cuba, 1959, we've been working on that. Hasn't worked. So I think we both agree it's hard to do.
It absolutely is hard. And look, I think you're reasonable to ask, how do we produce that? And I think there's a distinction between what your objective is and the means to get it. There are all sorts of things I would say we would be better off. We'd be better off in China without Xi there. Should we invade China and topple Xi? Of course not.
Better off with no national debt.
There are lots of things.
Totally.
But it's good to say, all right, what are our objectives?
Right.
And so with the Ayatollah in Iran, saying you're for regime change, I don't view as complicated. I mean, the guy literally leads mobs chanting death to America. So that's not good.
Definitely not good. But the reason I think it's important to get a little more detailed about how that might happen is because there's military action in progress, which we're supporting. And the president has said clearly, including last night, that he is focused on eliminating the capacity of the Iranian government to produce nuclear weapons. You are saying we need to use military force to effect regime change.
I have not said that.
Oh, I must have.
No, I have not said that once.
I
don't think we need to use military force to do regime change. I said I support it. I would like to see
I
it happen. You asked me how
must
should it
have
happen.
misheard
A popular
you.
uprising. So what I've advocated.
God damn it, Tucker.
All right, let's step back a second.
God
you and
damn
I,
it,
we've known each other a long time. I would say we agree on about 80% of the things on Earth.
For sure.
And there are a lot of things, and we can get into the nitty-gritty of foreign policy as much as you want. There are a lot of things on which you and I agree, not just a little bit, but violently.
I totally agree. I was rooting for you in your last campaign, for sure.
Well, thank you. Look, you have been heroic on the border. You've been one of the clearest and best voices in the whole country on securing the border and on the absolute crisis we're facing. And in Texas, I see it and live it every day. In COVID, in fact, you may recall, in the middle of the COVID lockdown, I was out walking my dog when the whole world was...
Fuck. I'm kind of tired. This guy is fucking insane. This guy is actually insane. Oh, it's a whole breakdown. That's not what I want. By a channel called Heavy Spoilers. Yeah, we don't want that. Damn, I don't even know. Well, okay.
On July 19, 2022, officers from the Lansing Police Department were called to reports of a man attacking people and using racial slurs at the bus stop of the Meijer grocery store. Unknown to the officer at the time, in just moments, the officer would be fighting over his gun.
I'm trying to get a word. Put your vest cam on. Nope, put your vest cam on. Sit down. He hit me 4 times. Sit down. Roger that. I'm compliant. On the curb. Sit down. I'm militant. Okay, sit down on the curb now. He fired on me 4 times.
I'm
You on bond or
militant.
probation? I'm neither. Bond. Okay. It's a, so you're not supposed to be having behavior like this, right? No, I'm not, but still. How can I not go to Myers to get my milk without being fired on? And y'all be letting them out there drink all god day, bro. You know? Yeah, because I have time to sit here and monitor people drinking when there's people. I'm not listening to you. Okay. Okay. So what do you want? You just want to go your separate ways? You just want to go home? That's all you want? Yep. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. He come over and assaulted me, and I ain't do anything. I'm sitting right here. He drunk. I told him just get away from me. I don't have to get away from you. He called me a you a here and all that old type. I said, dude, get away from me. Then he want to mess with my wife over there. And I told him, I said, man, get away from me. I keep tell him.
I'm compliant.
That's crazy.
I know. I know. If you can hand me your ID, I'd appreciate that. Yep, it's right here in my wallet, bud. But I'm not going to allow these to be punching me for. We don't need to use that type of language, man. What do they be calling me? Cracker and all this stupid shit. Here's the thing. I see you have a knife in your pocket. I'm going to pat you down. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Have it. You got any other weapons on you? No, it's not a weapon. That's a tool. It's a knife. That's a tool, dog. You got any other weapons on you? That's a tool, dog. It's a knife. It can be used as a weapon. Okay, have it your way. According to the law, it's a weapon, so I'm going to hang on to it. I know about the law. I know I'm doing court tomorrow morning, Tavernial. Okay? Sit down. No, dude, don't get bossy and authoritative with me, because I will get your superior, get your ass fired. What? What? Yell in my face? Sit down now. You want to scream at me?
What?
Sit down. You want to get militant? You're spitting on me. I just swallowed spittle. I saw it. Or what? You gonna hit me? Sit down. Are you gonna hit me? You want to take a fighting stance with me? You'll get tased. Real quick. Don't. Sit down. You don't scream at me, man. I'm militant. I don't care. If you don't know how to deal with me, then back the f up. Don't put your finger in my face. You, it ain't in your face. You're the one that's always threatening to tase me. We got it on camera. Dog. Don't touch me.
He said how you should try to swing on me.
Don't. Hey, bud, he's trying to beat me up again. Hey. I'm not Stevens. Hey, give me away from me. Slow down. Give me away from me. He's threatening me. Oh, you took a fighting stance? I did not take a fighting stance. You gonna hit me? Sit down. Are you gonna hit me? Stop. I did not. No. Hey, put your hands behind your back. No, put your hands behind your back. No, or what? You're gonna get thrown to the ground. For real? Yes. Or why? Because I'm detaining you because you took a fighting stance with me. I did not take a fighting stance with you. Body camera. Okay, I hope it is. You want a bond violation? Yep. Don't keep pushing on me, dog. Okay. Don't you do that. Get your hands behind your back. You believe me? Come on.
I don't know if they had to dump him like that, but
give me your hand. Look what you did. Your hand.
I'm trying to see what the cop that. He kind of deserves it.
Well, you kept resisting. I did not. I didn't resist. I didn't punch it. You quit touching me. Stay still. He just roughed me up. I can't. Yes, you can. I can't. They cut me up, dude. Just stay still. Just stay in that position, okay? Yes, you can. I understand it hurts, but it's going to help you with breathing, okay? Hey.
While officers have the suspect cuffed and in custody, the worst is still to come.
No, I ain't gonna stop, dude. You know what you're doing down here. Every goddamn day, you don't do shit about it. I'm glad I'm doing important work.
Honestly, that cop probably could have handled him by himself. We didn't need Stevens to come over.
Everything we did is on body camera. Yeah. Everything you did is on body camera.
Yeah, I ain't done shit, dog. I am. You a piece of shit, dog. I've done what? What have I done? Stevens, help me out. I did not resist arrest.
I'm not gonna help you out.
You didn't tell me I was on arrest. You didn't read my Miranda rights. Dude, don't make me bite you in your balls. Stevens, you're good. He's the authority. No.
Stevens, you're good. He don't even got a problem with Stevens. He knows the cop he has a problem with.
Get your body cam on this. Get your body cam on this. You told me what. You ain't even got
This guy is crazy.
You're a lying mother.
Oh my god, he is fucked up. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude just loves that word.
Dude, it's a major lawsuit, you know. He thinks it's funny.
Who does?
Big pump recording me. And her throwing a beer away. The one that she fired on me 3 times. You did stuff.
Just stay.
No, she did.
I'm gonna grab the officer.
I'm going to jail. It don't matter.
Nope,
I'll shut up. I'm not gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up, dude.
Hi, sir. What's your name? I got his ID. Okay, Daniel.
So I see you're bleeding pretty good from up here.
Okay. So I'm gonna place this here. We're gonna place this, and then we're gonna wrap it.
I want to go back in for the next 3 rounds, dog.
Hey, well, you're not, man.
You're not. We're taking you to the hospital. Can I just have you come put in front of me? I'll be compliant.
Yeah, what? The cuffs in front of you? Yeah. Unfortunately, due to...
I'll be compliant. Or I can slip him
I understand that, but our own policy states that we cannot have cuffs in front.
I know, but I'm gonna slip him up.
Daniel.
Yes, sir.
Stay still. Stop moving around. We're trying to bandage you up and take care of you, man.
How much have you had to drink today, man? Not enough.
Well, how much is not enough?
You've had way too much.
It's all gonna be on.
You're dead.
Hey.
What, dude?
No, that's not useful. We're gonna stop his head from moving around, looking all over the place. We're gonna have an officer with you on the way there.
I'm just trying to listen.
Hey, man. Daniel, sit up. You sit up. Sit up forward, front.
An actual idiot.
Okay, well, we'll help you stand, man, but you gotta stop moving around, okay? I'm trying to do my best to comply. Okay.
2, 3, up.
I'll take a seat right here, man. Turbo's cool, and Stevens.
All right, let's turn around. Turn around.
Tell me what to do, Stevens.
Daniel. That's not Stevens.
You guys want to talk? I don't want to go to the hospital. We're gonna need his arms out.
Yeah. So Daniel, okay, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna sit on the cot.
All right,
okay?
Turbo.
I'm gonna take those cuffs off, and we're gonna cuff you to the bed.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. All right, you're not gonna
Okay.
this anymore, right?
No.
That's
I'm
good.
compliant, sir.
For privacy reasons, Michigan law requires the video to be blurred in medical treatment settings.
I gotta get out of here, bro.
Daniel,
I mean, it makes sense.
I appreciate your service, all right? So what we got going on, I'm going to explain it to you, okay? We have Officer Stevens in back with us.
Okay.
The one that you said you were cool with.
Yep.
My name is Jordan, okay?
Don't keep gripping me, though, dude. So bad.
Okay, well then stop bleeding. No, stop. Daniel, I bandaged I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I bandaged that up. Yes, Daniel. You need to listen to them, and you need to stop messing with the bandages, okay? Leave all this stuff on.
God damn.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna fight, dude.
All right.
All right, man. That was kind of messed up one, huh?
Well, we started acting up, and then we took
Yeah, I know it. You was talking to me. I was talking to you. I told him I didn't want to play the child outside. I just wanted him just kind of away from me. Because he came at me all drunk and, hilarious and stuff. And I just said, okay, you're going down the road. That's it.
Dude, I'm gonna kick you in your face.
You see what he did to your partner. He hit your partner. So that's...
He just kept calling us.
Yeah, and I clearly heard that. And that's right there. That's active intimidation because he did that and he started swinging. So.
Yeah, he's swinging and stuff.
Don't catch on me. Don't wrench on me. Hey, where's the cameras, motherfuckers, now? Turn it on. It ain't on. It is now, liar. You're lying.
You ain't got the whole. He was inside there.
Okay.
Started stuff with the other dude. Okay. Then the dude came out.
Crazy.
Then he hit the dude. Then he come out here and want to start with me. And I said, man, look, get a word from me, man. It was a black guy.
Okay.
Then he hit the black guy, and the black guy said, oh, man, you hit me.
Are they gonna hold him?
Yeah. Ain't nothing gonna hold me, dude.
Then you wanna just control his legs?
I mean, not control my legs. Please look, fuck. Look at it. Ah! Why you gotta do that? Stop! Hey, quit spitting in my face. Quit spitting in my face. Kick me. I'm a combat vet.
For you, I don't care.
I ain't a. Ah! Stop! I hope you got that on video.
Oh, I sure did.
I hope you do. Look at Look at that.
Don't try to grab my gun.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Get us in now.
That's the guy right there. He knows me. I don't know. Come over here, man. Because he want to get his incident report. He want to get his incident
Bro,
report.
really trying to grab the cops,
Yeah, I
bro.
know. The guy that... He was just drinking, man.
Yeah.
He's just supposed to drink. That's all. That's all. It ain't nothing, man. Roll down drunk. Crazy. White this time.
Yeah, buddy, Drew.
You been waiting waiting for 20 minutes.
I didn't even fight with him. We didn't even fight with him. He kept on putting his hands up like they want to fight. He tried to get with me, and all them was trying to get in between him. And I said, dude, don't get away from me. Stay away from me. He put his finger up, trying to get past them to get to me. Okay. But I ain't do no fighting with him. Okay.
You punched me in the face. Did you try to grab my gun? Ah, God right, I wonder why. You're tough. You got it right.
And just confirm, neither of you want press charges.
No, I really actually don't want to go through that. You can just, whatever happens to him, let it happen to him real good.
Come here, let me spit in your face again. Don't you do it. You got my wing out of pocket, dude.
Well, don't try to grab my gun. All right, well, hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it. Thank you, sir.
Well,
thank you. All right, man.
Hopefully it's a lot better than this.
Yeah, better than this.
Punch me in the head 3 times.
Twice.
Twice.
It was twice. Okay. I mean, that's what you get, dickhead.
Hurt me, dude.
I'm trying to control you.
No, you're not. You're
What?
trying to kill me. I'm a veteran, dude. Both of you, Abby. That's not very nice language, sir. Thank you.
According to court records, the suspect in the video is Daniel, was arrested and later charged with disarming a peace officer of a firearm and resisting an officer. Court records indicate that he bonded out, but then failed to appear in court. His release was revoked and a bench warrant was issued. Later, Daniel appeared in court and was held in contempt. Ultimately, he pled no contest to the first count in exchange for dropping the second. He was fined $200, ordered to attend grief counseling, and sentenced to time served, which amounted to 221 days in jail.
Hit me smart. Hit me smart. Hey, turn me over to spare security, please.
Right here.
We're working on it, man.
Now, if I told you I've never been called the N-word, that would be a lie. Yes, it is offensive. However, with that being said, when someone uses that word or any other racially charged word towards any race, actually says more about them than their character. And I'll just leave that there. And with police respond to calls many times,
I always forget he ends
possible chaos that goes with dealing with drunk individuals. And I've seen a lot of drunk men and women, and it can test your skills and your patience. So today, the Lansing Police Department responds to a bus stop, and now we know that there's one individual that's possibly causing a disturbance. Police then make contact with the black male who stated that a white male initiated an altercation with him and then allegedly assaulted him and called him the N-word. Police then investigate this disturbance, and because the officer observes a knife in his pocket, the officer holds on to the knife for safety reasons. And this is exactly how these situations get escalated, because the male is told to sit down by the officer, but instead he chose to yell and
Actually, it is fucking good thing he fucking grabbed that knife from dude. What? What is this?
On June 2nd, 2023, officers with the Albuquerque Police Department in New Mexico received a call about a man slumped over, sleeping in his car at a gas station. Officers carefully approached the vehicle and prepared for anything to happen.
He's moving around. He's waking up. Waking up. APD, open the door. He's trying to start the car. Open up. Don't start it. Open up.
He's waking up. He's trying to start it.
Open the door. Open the door. Don't go. Open the door. Open it. Open the door. Roll down your window even. Unlock your door.
Is there a 26 on the vehicle?
Negative. Negative. Just unlock it, man. Just unlock it. We just want to make sure you're okay. Because you were asleep at the wheel. Just unlock it, man.
His face.
I can't hear you. You're what? You're
He
trying?
looked like a fish.
You're scared? Scared of what? We're here to help you. Plus, there's no license plate on your car. Is it registered? Okay, can you show me?
This is my own private domicile. I will not be
Same.
harassed.
You're sweating everywhere. Do you need medical assistance? No?
Brother. Shit should have been under.
While
Why
the officers returned to their vehicles to give chase, a police helicopter tracked the suspect heading east before cutting into a bank parking lot, then doubling back and heading south.
Hello?
6600 Port Boulevard, 6600 Port Boulevard, subject running east. And behind the Jews Fitness is in construction, subject still running eastbound. Getting ready to come out at Central at quarters, I believe. We got him.
Please stop! 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 Get on the ground now! Get on the fucking ground!
Get the gun, get the gun, through here.
He has a gun? Where do you see the gun?
With the rifle to course on the west side of
I'm good, how are you? Well, you let him run off. So.
Put your gun down. Hands up now. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I will shoot you. Get on the ground now.
I will shoot you.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Stop. Force will be used against you. You're under arrest. You're not free to leave. Do not move.
I don't know if he understands English.
Get down on the ground. Get
I
on
don't
the ground.
know.
I will shoot you. Do not reach. Get your hands up.
I can't tell him. I can't tell.
Get on the ground, bro.
Oh no,
Get
he
on the
speaks
ground
English.
now. Do not reach. I will shoot
He's
you.
just freaking the fuck out.
Stop.
So
Get
his
on the
English
ground.
was incoherent as fuck.
Stop, bro. You're under arrest.
Oh,
Get
he's
on the
also
ground now.
high.
On the ground.
That's good. My heart hurts, please.
Taser. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Bro, like seizing. Why is it lag? Where's the gun? When cops have the Reaper, it's like, sir. Sir. Why do we have a Reaper tab? Same. I don't know if he's high or scared.
Once you get into those shadows, I really couldn't tell whether you do anything. I believe he still had it in his hand as he got to the southwest corner
It's
of that property.
it's like one.
It was purple? There it is.
Purple?
Looks like it's a little shield.
So, when he came out with the gun, she put it like this, directly like Charlie.
Are you guys okay?
He's okay.
Okay.
See, that's a little bit of bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, as much as I get it, where they're gonna make the argument of like, it was unsafe, but like, bro was trying to take it out to toss it. He wasn't trying to point it at the officers. They shouldn't try to hit people with charges like that when like he's clearly not a threat to the officers. He's just trying to get rid of the fucking gun. You know. Alright, there you go. It's a bike cop is funny. I do. Picking him up by that Gucci belt. Isn't even a real Gucci belt.
We have an ambulance on the way, okay? It's on the way. I'm gonna close the door.
Wonder how the speed bumps get on when you charge it. Why?
Hello, good afternoon. Hi, I'm Officer Stanley, Cocoa Beach Police Department. Hey, the reason for the stop is I had reasonable suspicion your passenger might not be seat belted in. So that was the reason for the stop, okay? Do you have a driver's license for me?
I do. It's back seat in my purse.
Okay, no, you can just stay here. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle?
I'm not.
What's he reaching for?
Nothing.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
This is
Okay.
he's the registered owner of the vehicle. He has not slept in probably
Okay.
at least 24 hours.
Okay, I understand that, ma'am. You just have to understand I can't see through your tinted windows, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
And so when he reached aggressively like that, I was concerned for your safety and mine, okay? You say he's not slept? Is that why he was unseatbelted?
He's wearing a seatbelt, just not a shirt.
Okay, but he was hanging out the window with no shoulder restraint on. So he probably put the seatbelt on when we pulled up?
I think he had it on. He probably, I don't know, he might have been underneath.
Yeah.
I was just trying to pay attention.
I understand. You're trying to be safe, and I get that. I understand that. Okay? Is he 18 years old?
He's over 18.
Over
I
18.
appreciate
I just have to
that.
ask, because the statute depends who the
Thanks
ticket goes
for
to. You understand what I mean?
checking in.
Okay. So, if that was the route we go, I'm not saying that's the way I'm going. Okay. Okay. But Mr. You're the registered owner, okay? Oh, he is. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. All right, sit tight. Let me just check this out, okay? And I'll be right back with you. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car.
Okay, I will.
I won't ask you twice.
I'm in the car. I'm in the car. What are you talking about?
42, keep an eye on the passenger. Possible signal 20.
10-4. He's the one we're looking for this morning. I'm in the car. Hey, sir, how you doing?
He just tried to get out of the car, and I commanded him to stay. That's all.
Melissa, right?
Yeah.
I can't. Hang on 1 second. What was that? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was just volunteering at Matthew's Coco.
I was on the phone with you earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the one who called to make sure that you were okay.
Yeah, I'm driving because he hasn't slept in a while.
Like 24 hours.
At least.
And now you're not.
I am in a relationship, yeah.
So, Melissa, I'm going to have you step out of the vehicle because I need to speak with you, okay?
Okay.
I can get in the front seat.
I was just volunteering.
You can stay where you are, sir. In the front seat. In my own car. In my own church. This is actually a church. No. This is a church. 27, you're going to want to know. This is a church. Okay. This car is a church. Okay. But I need to speak with her. And I need you to stay in the car, okay? Thank you, sir. Driver's seat, okay? Melissa, can you come over here?
Is that a Phoenix Suns shirt?
He just jumped in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Sorry.
Melissa, seriously, are you okay?
I am okay. He is having probably another manic episode.
Step out of the vehicle for me, please, sir. Turn the vehicle off before you do so.
He's about to leave.
He's locking himself in the vehicle.
This escalates when he feels threatened or he gets upset. That's why I was just trying to get him home.
I need you to step out of the vehicle.
What's my crime?
I need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
What's my crime?
Sir, I'm Officer Stanley. I need you to... Hey, get the window breaker.
Where you got it at?
Let me hear. You want to just keep an eye?
It's not a shame. Get blocked again. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was wondering why you were banned.
Sean, open the door now.
Now it makes sense.
We're going to try to talk you out of the car.
He's very escalated.
I understand.
What's my crime? Resisting. I'm not resisting. Yep, then open the door now. No, I'm not. If we have to break this
Fuck
window, you're
outta
going to jail.
here. The fuck out of here. Shame. It's a shame that you keep coming back.
Is there...
Stay away.
You're now resisting a law enforcement officer. Is there anything I can say?
I honestly thought you were one of the fucking AI artists.
Is there anything I can say that would get you to
Do you
get out
need
of
a
this car,
banner? Do you need a fucking artwork for your fucking channel? You're a fucking dumb bitch.
He won't get out. We've given him lawful multiple orders.
This is the Signal 20 guy from earlier, from down on South 2nd, that we did a well-being check on her and him.
He was the passenger. The lawful stop was for seatbelt on the passenger. When she got out to speak with this officer, he jumped into the passenger to the driver's seat.
Resisting.
He's already had to be told to get back in the car. I'm afraid he's either going to drive off
He
or
would
drive
look
with
like
arrest.
that.
That was the reason for getting him out of the car. He is resisting that lawful order. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, well, the problem is he needs to get out of the car.
Out of the car.
Do you think she could talk him out, Bets, or would it be too dangerous?
Sean, open the door. Sarge, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're keeping an eye.
I don't know if you want to pop it on that side to unlock the door.
Good call. Since that way he's sitting there. See that back door's open just for grins?
No, it's locked.
Okay.
So pop it and unlock that door with a master. Do not reach for anything in that car. You will get shot.
Do you think she can talk him out?
I just don't want her to get hurt.
No, he's reaching for things in the car. Pop the window, unlock it, and I'm dragging him out. Tell me, what is my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Get out
What's
now.
my crime?
Get out.
What's my crime?
Get out now. What's my crime? You. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? What's my crime?
Saying, what's my crime?
Let go of my ankle.
What's my crime? What's my crime? What's turn over on your stomach?
When they're in the process of arresting you is not going to save you.
What's my crime? What's my crime? Turn over. What's my
Sadly.
crime? What's my crime? What's my crime? Go ahead and chase me again. Roll over on your stomach now.
Come this way, Bets. We'll go this way.
What is my crime? Hey, Melissa, save this. Save this. Fuck you. You! Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why are you doing this? Turn over now! Go ahead and tase me again. Stop! Go ahead and tase me. Roll over on your stomach. Go ahead and...
Not the shorts.
Go ahead and tase me again, bitch!
Go ahead. Yeah, use excessive force. Excessive force. Is that on? Is that on? Get over. Is that on? Go ahead, amaze me. I don't care. What? Go ahead. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. What's my crime? What is my crime? Why do you think you can do this to me? Answer me.
48.
I have mace in my fucking eyes, and I still have my vape in my hand.
Look, you're all behind your back.
There you go. There's one. Anyway, I got it. Hang on. You got your cups? Here's the left one. Hang on.
The vape is pointing out the vape is kind of crazy.
What's my crime? What's my crime? Where are my Miranda rights?
Sit up on your butt.
No.
Roll over on your butt.
No.
Bro's kind of a tank though. He's not bitching about the pepper spray.
What is my crime?
Helicopter pulled
Get
up.
in the car. I can't see, bro.
We'll get some water in just a second.
Get right. You don't care about me.
All right, get in. Sit.
All you care about is your car.
Sit in the car.
Get in the car. I can't see. Okay, well, sit in the car. Sit down.
I like the way the only thing he said about is I can't see in an attempt to resist even further. Oh, there it is.
Oh, don't open your eyes. Oh, don't open your eyes. You!
16 Cocoa Beach, white male, 1015.
What happened with this guy?
He wouldn't get out. We had to pop the window and drag him out, and he started kicking me. And
Yeah, he kicked him a few times.
Okay.
but now it's battery on the law enforcement officer.
The ticket was going to go to him, not her, so she's free to go.
Water! Water!
Let's get. Does anybody got a bottle of water? We can get water on his face.
Water!
Water, right? We're gonna get you ready to stop real quick, okay? You gotta. If we open the door.
What is my crime?
Listen, we'll tell you. But if we open the door, you're gonna cooperate, right?
Yeah.
Because we gotta get you ready to stop.
Yeah. Cooperate. What?
Water! Water!
I was gonna say you have something to poke a hole in it. Yeah, here, don't squeeze it or else it's gonna go everywhere.
I've just drank all mine. So.
Water!
It's coming.
It's alright, just squeeze it. Get a spray bottle. Clean your head out, and I'm gonna water.
Just let it soak.
You gotta have him try.
No, I'll get him med clear before we go.
Yeah, he's crushing my f***ing balls. No, he grabbed them and squeezed on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great, okay.
Yeah. I'm good. Keep blinking. It's not gonna get better. You gotta keep blinking.
All right, we're about to get you med cleared, and we'll get that. We'll get the doctors will get the rest out.
Yeah. All right.
All right, sit back in there.
No.
You got any more in there? Yeah, let me take it just in case.
Please, more water. More water, please.
I'm gonna tow this car. She's not the registered owner, and it's got a broken window now. Yeah. Do you mind? Yeah. So, ma'am, you were the driver.
Yes.
You were not in violation of the law. Your passenger was. He's an adult, so you're free to go. I need to tell you that just so you know. You're welcome to stand and talk to our bosses as long as you want. I just legally wanted you to know you are free to go.
We gotta take some pictures of the car.
Well, we got tow's coming to get it.
Tow's coming to get it?
Yeah, because we're not gonna let her drive with a broken window. It's your call, boss. I mean, you want some more? I'll get it. All right, ready?
No bowel, please.
All right, let's go. We're going to the hospital, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right away.
Bring him for there?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring him to the back door. All right, Sean, let's go get your eyes washed out, man. Let's go, brother. Step your feet out first. Okay. I won't let go. Now sit there. You feel the chair? Yeah. Go ahead and sit down there, bud. Now lean back.
After being treated and medically cleared, officers bring the suspect back to the squad to transport him to jail.
Well, I'm gonna search him a little more properly.
You want me to take off my pants?
No, I don't want that. That is not what I'm suggesting, brother, man. Watch your feet. Stand right here. Good. I think we're good. Watch your head. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
And when a cop pulls someone over, one of the few things you expect to have to deal with is someone having a manic episode. And I've confiscated drugs, guns, and arrested people that all started with a traffic violation. When you have to take someone
I guess that could be difficult as fuck.
See two cases where even the most experienced police officers were completely unprepared for what happened next.
Sheriff's office. Hey, Sheriff's office.
Yep.
Did you guys call? Where's Kyle at?
He's in the house. He's okay. He had a panic attack.
All right, we got the EMS is here. Want to check some out, all right?
He says he doesn't want to be seen now.
We got to make sure he's all right, okay? Because if he's overdosing on anything, we don't want him to die.
He's not overdosing on anything. He was having a panic attack. His sugar glider just died.
Man, I'm just telling you, I need to go in the house. If EMS wants to check him out, okay? All right? All right, just hang out down here for me, all right? Kyle! Kyle! Sheriff's office, we're here to help. Are you able to open the door and let us in?
Don't have a key.
You don't have a key? All right, well, we need to make sure he's all right. We're not going anywhere, man. We got to make sure you're all right. Just come to the door. EMS wants to check you out. They were just inside. They just don't want to let me in because they know he's got a warrant. So that's why they don't want to let us in.
I can't let you in.
Yeah, but you're his dad. You were just. How do you know him then? Friends. Okay, well, you just came from the trailer, and now you closed the door. You can let me in. So is he taking cocaine, or what's he taking that he's feeling that way? They're saying that he's conscious and breathing and alert, but don't want to let us in because he knows he has a warrant and doesn't want to go to jail. So that's the dilemma we're at. You're under arrest. If you don't open the door, we're gonna bust it down. So here's the deal. So we need to talk to him and make contact with him, or we're gonna kick the door down and we're gonna go in there, okay? All right, take a look. She's gonna let us in this side. Where would he be at if he's in there? We need to make sure he's all right.
Let me just sit right here.
Ryan's kind of, he's skinny, Kyle. 60, we'll be making entry.
He's not in here.
So we gotta clear the residence, okay? Did you mention leaving it all, going anywhere?
No.
At this point, I'll have you just wait outside, and we're gonna clear the residence and make sure, because I don't know what's gonna happen. He said he's on cocaine.
He said he thought he was having an overdose on cocaine.
So this is Mom. She owns the trailer. She let us in the door, and she believes that he's still in here.
This is just precautionary.
Okay. All right. Can you just wait outside for us? Just on this entryway. I just don't want anything to
The
happen.
smile is crazy.
Check on your welfare. There you go. Hey man, it's Deputy Hood. We're just here to check on you, buddy.
Just show us your hands around the corner, man.
Can you show us your hands, buddy?
You just show us your hands.
Shoot me. We're not going to shoot
We're not
you.
going to shoot you.
We don't want. We just want to help you, man.
60. We're in contact with him inside.
Okay, we're just making sure you're okay. Can you show me your hands, buddy?
Why?
Because I just want to make sure I go home with my family, and I want to make sure you go home.
You're gonna bum rush me. Show us your hands, dude.
Cooperate, please.
So then you just shoot me then.
No, we're not going to. Why would we shoot you?
Dude's got a laser pointer out. Might as well just end it right now.
It's not a laser. Well, it is a laser, but it's not for shooting people.
So, is there a taser at the other end of that laser?
Well, we don't want to do that, buddy. We're here to make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I'm doing just fine.
Okay, can you just take your hands out just so we can see it? What's your name?
I don't have one.
But you also have to understand I got a job to do, right?
And your job is, am I okay? I would say yes, I'm okay. So job successfully completed. Ryan, look at me, okay? You're under arrest at this point, okay? We're telling you that right now. You're under arrest, all right? We were here to check you out. Just show us your hands. Hey, get down. Bro, show us your hands. Show us your hands.
No, man. What the f am I being arrested for at this point?
You have a warrant for your arrest, okay?
Dude, no. Absolutely not. No.
All right, you need to show us your hands right now, dude.
Someone better come off and wrestle me right now, bro.
We're not going to do that, man. We just want to settle this.
No. How do I talk to this guy?
We listen to Mom.
Mom?
Kyle? Kyle?
You have no idea right now, bro. I'm just not even in the mood, bro.
Kyle? Please don't.
I don't think anybody's ever in the mood.
Just cooperate with us, man.
Dude, no, man. What is it to cooperate for? So I go sit in a cop car?
Last chance, man.
For what?
It sounds like you're
Just talk to us.
Look at my mom here, man.
She's talking to us right now. Just go down and you need to show us your hands, man.
Bro, no, man. First off, the ambulance was called and I haven't even seen an ambulance guy.
I did say something.
Taser.
Do you have a gun? Go to your kill. Or go lay down. Go lay down. Hey, come on.
Bro, stop.
Hey.
Stop resisting or you're going to get knee strikes, okay? And I don't want to do that. All right, you have to call the cops right away.
I did it. Call the ambulance.
Yeah, you know damn well who goes with.
You told me to call them.
No, I didn't.
I
told you no. All right, man. Are you hurt?
Yeah, we got EMS here, okay? Let's check you out. We got to just search and make sure no weapons. So let's roll towards us.
That's my mom. Man.
Let's stand up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go to your right.
I want to see my mom get arrested. I don't trust any of you.
You got him. We got him right here. Dude.
Hold on, bro. I'm trying
What are you reaching for?
You already searched me my keys, bro.
We can worry about that later.
All this on my mom. I've been jumped by cops so many times. No, man, I don't trust anything.
I wonder why.
We're gang together, bro. You guys are the biggest gang in the country.
I'm drunk so bad.
How much is that on for resist?
263.50.
No, for resist, that's what, 4?
Like, I mean, can we blame
$550,
him, but also, like,
I didn't even resist. You guys just barged in on me. What did I do to resist? Take all of your chest cameras to court right now.
what did I do to resist? Example A.
Just a bullshit ticket, huh? Because you resisted us. He told you you were under arrest. You said you wanted to fight us. He told us we should take our badges off, and you wanted to fight with us right there.
You don't even know what the
Kind of weekend I've had. Well, I'll catch you a little more in a bit, okay? Did he break anything in there?
He said you caught me at a bad time.
He punched a wall in there when he was behind there, like kicked it. So I haven't looked in there to see.
Whose house is it, Mom's?
It's Mom's house, yeah.
He's like, wants to press charges. I mean,
she probably won't, but can you stand by with Mom inside, yeah? I talked to her already. Okay. So did he break the wall at all that she'd want criminal damage?
She doesn't want to do anything.
DC resist and warrant.
Bro really got me.
Can we at least talk about the charges I'm getting right now? Like, I did not resist.
We got resisted obstructing, it's a misdemeanor. We got disorderly conduct, misdemeanor bail jumping, and felony bail jumping, and then you have your warrant. That's where we're at.
How? But I'm not even in my right state of mind right now. I'm freaking out.
We're gonna go get you some help, okay?
Bro, come on, man. Can you turn the
The dreads are crazy.
Come on, dude, bro.
They got 4K cameras in there now?
Kyle was charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and both felony and misdemeanor bail jumping. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
What's up, bro?
Huh? What's up with you? Huh?
Not much, brother.
Not much. What you doing?
Not much.
Huh?
Crazy work.
I thought you were,
Thought I was what? What are you doing? Don't quit moving around. What you got in your hands? Huh? What's your name? What you doing out here? You waiting on a friend? Who's your friend?
Waiting on a friend.
No, I don't.
I said, Nuno.
Nuno. Okay. You got anything on you? No. You don't mind if I look in the bag?
Yes.
All right.
What you been up to, man? When'd you get out?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Did you bond out or?
No, they released me out, but I'm actually going to rehab tomorrow.
Are you? Cool.
You doing good? You got anything on you that you know about? You mind if I check your pockets? All right, get up.
I just put everything that I had in my pocket.
Empty your pockets right here.
So can you stop now?
Huh?
Can you stop now? Now that you're checking in?
Hang on, I'm gonna check your pockets, right?
Is that a cigarette case?
No, it's a money case.
Oh, money case. You got a bag of change and you got money?
Yeah, my mom's been looking out for me.
That's nice.
Hang on.
I said
Keep your hands right here.
Why?
Keep your stuff right here, buddy.
Why are you checking all of my stuff though? You already checked all my God, you said my bag.
I gotta find drugs in there.
We pull after this?
Sure.
No more harassment? I take that.
What's this?
For my life.
Can I see that?
No. You just said that we were done. You just said we were done.
Hey, let's just open it.
Nothing. I just don't want y'all to
What's
be
in?
searching me and stuff. And y'all had just told me that we were good.
No, we're not. What's in the containers?
There's nothing in the container.
Okay, so let me look and we'll be out of here.
But you just told me we were good.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just call in the dog.
Okay, fine.
All right.
You're gonna just get a dog out here and just sniff yourself.
Yes, because this is disrespectful.
It's
You
disrespectful.
went through my entire bag. Didn't find out. Searched my entire body. Didn't find out.
So it's not anything that you are just palming harder than anybody I've ever seen palm something before.
No, I just simply don't want y'all to keep on doing this and make it happen.
All right, so have a seat down there. We're not gonna touch it. Nope. You can taser. You can taser.
I'm sorry. Ow.
I'm sorry.
Flip over. Hand down the back.
I'm sorry, y'all harassing me all the time, 24/7, man.
Why you gotta be dumb, Braden?
Honestly, it's always like the super drug addicts that are just like, ow, okay.
You ran.
Because y'all won't leave me alone.
Where'd your little thing go? You should have thrown that bag at me either, man.
What bag?
Your bag that you threw back at me.
I didn't throw a bag at you.
Yeah, you did. It was all on body cam, brother.
I promise I didn't. I grabbed my backpack and I ran. Because, bro, I'm tired. Y'all simply always talking to me. And simply last time that y'all talked to me, you simply locked me up.
Yeah, because you had a bunch of drugs on you.
Baby, that's a decent amount of meth, huh?
Is that?
That's not mine. Bro,
You just threw it!
I just picked it up in the laundry room, though.
All right, we'll check the cameras.
Yeah, I just picked it
January 24th, 2023. When officers responded to a home on Karth Road in White Bear Lake, Minnesota, the man inside, 33-year-old Daniel Lauren Holmgren, had missed a court appearance tied to a domestic assault charge. Officers knew he was in
Thank them later is crazy.
At 2:40 a.m. on Sunday, December 17th, 2023, the streets of Marshall, Minnesota were still and silent, wrapped in the calm of the holiday season. Surveillance footage from a garage reveals 35-year-old Meredith Martell returning home with her 2 kids. They step out of their SUV, parked safely inside, and make their way into the house, completely unaware of the danger approaching. A short time later, a black masked figure emerges, armed with a knife. He approaches their home with chilling intent, forcefully kicking at the door. What happened next turned this quiet holiday night into a nightmare. Through exclusive video and investigation, Midwest Crime reveals the story behind this chilling case. After several relentless kicks, the suspect's bill gave him the strength to break through the door. Moments later, a teenager ran out, guiding officers to the house after his mom's desperate 911 call.
Our coverage is made possible because of sponsors like Morgan and Morgan. Over the years, we've brought you mind-boggling video of crashes like these, but what happens to the victims? Apart from sometimes serious injuries, they can face
Tony, Marshall PD needs you over at 501 Brussels Court. Mr. Hill is kicking in the door. I can hear it through the phone.
Cody, copy.
She is screaming, and she said he has a knife. I can hear him screaming through the phone. I think she dropped the phone. She's not answering me.
Copy.
just a lot of screaming.
10-6, get outside, point me down.
10-4. He is actively stabbing her. I'll get the ambulance on standby.
Officer Eric Clinton was the first to arrive at the chaotic scene, led by the teenager who had escaped the house in a desperate bid for help. Shortly after, 2 additional officers arrived to provide crucial backup.
He really stabbed the woman?
Police department, where are you? Put it down! Get out! Taser deployed. Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Whatever, we're upstairs. We're upstairs. Show me your hands! Show me your hands now! Show me your hands! Shot fired. Shot fired. Where you at? Where you at? Upstairs, right here. No, where you at? 2 shots fired. Show me your hand. I don't know where the knife is. I don't see it. I don't see it. Stop moving. Stop moving your hand. Yeah, let's do
Did the mom die? Oh, I think the mom might have died.
All right. Hold tight. You want to get emergency care out? We need to do life support. Medical. Up here. Where's the net? Up there.
Yeah, he died. Oh my god.
I don't see a knife. She's in the closet. She needs help too. Where is she? She's right here. Right here. I need to get. I don't have gloves. Meredith, you with us? You're with us, Meredith. Pull her out. You got him, Meredith. Grab as much clothing. Where's she stabbed? Where's she stabbed? Leg. Can't tell if it's a neck. It looks like a neck. Okay. Grab any clothing stuff in. You got him? Yep. Meredith, where are the shots at? Where are the shots at? Hey. Okay. Keep going. Stay with us. Stay with us, Meredith. Go get one of our medical bags. Okay.
Officers rushed to get their medical supplies, knowing every second counted for the severely injured victim. Moments later, an officer guided the children to safety.
Okay, the kids are good. Okay, the kids are good.
Soon after, an ambulance arrived and paramedics rushed in to assist. Despite their efforts, Martel died later that night at a Sioux Falls hospital.
An update to a fatal stabbing and police shooting in Marshall from Sunday. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension has identified the woman killed in the domestic incident as 35-year-old Meredith Martel. She died at a hospital. The suspect, now identified as 41-year-old Jamal C. Moore, was killed at the scene by responding Marshall police officer Eric Clinton.
According to statements from Martel's daughter, Jamel was the father of Meredith's youngest child. She described him as someone who once acted like a stepdad, but a relationship that had soured over time.
Going back a little bit, who is Jamel to you? Who is this? Who is he?
He's my little sister's dad.
And what's your little sister's name?
Brooklyn. She's in the room sleeping.
She's sleeping, and how old is little Brooklyn?
3.
Okay. And so that's her dad.
That's fucking crazy.
Knife here. No. Mike, you got knife.
Hey, down, play down.
This is Michael Janacek, a 75-year-old Vietnam veteran in a tense standoff with officers, holding a kitchen knife. What starts as a simple eviction notice is about to take an unexpected turn. It all started on January 29th, 2024, at 1609 5th Street in Wilmer, Minnesota. Officers arrived to carry out an eviction due to $1,500 in unpaid rent. Michael's lease had ended on October 31st, 2023, but he refused to leave. Even after attempts to resolve things in court, he wouldn't budge. With no other options left, authorities had to begin the legal eviction process, which is when everything escalated.
Hi, it's Rob from the sheriff's office. We'd like to speak with you. Can you meet us at the sliding glass window? Officer Gerard. No.
Yeah. Probably want to go back in my room.
Just let him know we're coming in. Like Michael knows.
Michael, open the door, otherwise we're coming in. Your last warning.
35. He was saying that we're going to make entry.
Henry, you're going to try to make entry?
10-4.
Michael, open the door, otherwise the sheriff's office is coming in. This is your last warning.
Got that far away at all? Are we over there now?
You want to wait a second up, or are we still ready?
Our coverage is made possible because of sponsors like Morgan and Morgan. Over the years, we've brought you mind-boggling video of crashes like these, but what happens to the victims? Apart from sometimes serious injuries, they can face months of paperwork, enormous medical bills, and life-changing impacts. When you're...
Sheriff's office! I'm gonna go to the left here. Yep. Michael, it's the sheriff's office! It's clear in here.
I'm gonna come around to you. I'll hold here. Okay.
Which one's his bedroom?
Way in the end.
Michael! Michael, it's the sheriff's office. You're being lawfully evicted. Michael, you're being lawfully evicted. It's time to go. Let's go back there. Michael!
What?
It's the sheriff's office.
Judge Buchanan gave you permission to pick on me.
We have a signed order from the judge for 10-12.
Did Judge Buchanan give you orders to pick me or protect me?
We have signed orders from a judge. You're being lawfully evicted, Michael.
Who? Who the hell are you?
I'm at the sheriff's office. This is Rob. You've talked to Rob before.
Hey, do you remember me, Mike?
No, you're the bad guy. Get away from me.
No, I work for the sheriff's department.
I got knife here.
No. Mike, you got it.
Huh?
Hey, down, bring it down! Bring it down! Bring it down! Hey! Stop!
Get over here! Get over
I'm right back here! Heather's locked in the room back here. Close the door, Heather! Close the door, Heather!
Pop. Nope. Oof. It turned dead late. They didn't even shoot him, I don't think. They didn't even shoot him. They hit him with the taser and he fucking hit his head. That's Agnel breathing. I think he's dead. I think he's gonna die. Pro got fucking yeeted. Ooh, I bet he hit his head on that cabinet.
After Deputy Campson deployed his taser, officers attempted to provide medical aid, but Janacek was unresponsive, though still breathing. Paramedics arrived at his apartment and rushed him to Rice Memorial Hospital in Wilmer. His condition worsened, leading to an airlift to Centracare Hospital in St. Cloud, where he ultimately died. The autopsy revealed blunt force injuries to the head caused by a fall during the taser deployment. The manner of death was ruled a homicide. Midwest Crime dug into public records and investigation files, revealing that Janacek had a long history of mental health issues, including paranoia and delusions. His refusal to cooperate with eviction attempts played a significant role in the events. The investigation focused on whether Deputy Campson's use of the taser was reasonable under the circumstances. After reviewing the case, the Candy Ohio County Attorney's Office determined that the use of force was justified, ultimately clearing the officers of any wrongdoing. Michael Janacek wasn't just a troubled tenant. He was a Vietnam veteran who served 3 years in the Army and spent decades guarding the Minnesota State Capitol.
I can't sit here and say they're not, like, justified, because, like, bruh.
911, what's your emergency? He's trying to lock. I'm sorry, he's trying to door.
He was bum rushing the officers.
On July 31st, 2022, a family is left shaken after an unexpected visitor refuses to leave when his knocks go unanswered. When he attempts to force his way inside their home, the family scrambles for a way to stop him. The resulting confrontation ends in disaster, with every terrifying moment captured by the Ring camera. The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before. Just before 11 a.m. on July 31st, 2022, 22-year-old Allison Ducro and her mother Stacy return from breakfast to their home in Sydney, Ohio. As they near their door, an unknown vehicle pulls into their driveway.
Stop it, Allie. Boy, in the house.
A few seconds later, the driver of the vehicle approaches the house. Through the Ring camera on their door, Allison recognizes the visitor as her ex-boyfriend, 22-year-old James Rayo. At this point, James has been standing on the Ducro's porch for about 3 minutes.
James, she doesn't want to talk to you. James.
While James never responds to Stacy, he soon leaves the porch. This may have seemed like the anticlimactic end to the eerie encounter, but unfortunately it was only the turning point in what would soon have a disastrous end. Though he disappears from the view of the Ring camera, James walks around the property. A few minutes later, he's spotted again, returning to the door.
Wait, hey, he's coming back. Nope, I'm coming. James, she doesn't want to talk to you.
On the other side of the door, Allison calls 911.
911, what's your emergency? Well, there's some guy on my front porch. He won't leave and he's got his hands behind his back and he'll answer me on the ring. Okay. But he left me a voicemail on my phone last night. He's trying to lock. I'm sorry, he's trying the door. No, don't answer the dad. Get off my porch. Jay, no! Oh my God, can you please hurry? Okay, do you know who he is? Hello? Ma'am? We have guns. James, no.
3 shots are fired, and James stumbles back and off the porch. He doesn't make it far before he falls. All that is visible in the Ring camera are his feet, where he's now lying in the driveway in front of Stacy's vehicle.
Womp womp. Too bad.
Ma'am?
As the Ducro family reels from the sudden and horrific event, one of their neighbors, Jeff, who heard the commotion, heads over to see what happened.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay, wait. He's fine. He don't have nothing. He don't have no gun. Don't do anything. Did you shoot him? Yes. Oh. Okay. He ain't going nowhere.
Inside, Allison has remained on the phone with
He broke through the door and my dad shot at him.
Ma'am, he shot at him? Do we know where he is?
No.
Where is information? Male says across the door there's been a shot fired. Still getting closer.
Please hurry, please.
Yes.
I don't know where he is.
Did he run or is he still there?
I really don't know, ma'am. I'm hiding.
Okay, where is your dad?
He's at the front door holding it shut.
Ma'am, I need you to calm down enough to tell me, has he been shot?
I think so. I don't want to look. Please don't make me look.
Out front, Jeff is soon joined by his son, and they both take a closer look at where James is lying in the driveway.
Dude, I don't... You better hurry up and get him with that. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's not dead. He's dead. So he's at our top right now. No, he ain't going yet. He's still breathing. I see he's still breathing. He's still breathing. He's had a hard time breathing. Did they get him in the chest? I don't see any blood. He's still breathing, but barely. Man, stop staring at this man, bro. I hear him. He's dead. He died.
Just before the police arrive, Allison and her father, Mitch, can be heard speaking over the 911 call.
Oh, you know what? I see why there was a problem. I think you're supposed to try to register aid to somebody you shot.
No, I'm not mad at you. Thank you. I'm okay. Dad, you're the best dad ever. You just saved my life. Dad, at that rate, there's nothing you could have done. You saved my life.
Officers from the Sydney Police Department arrive soon after and find Jeff waiting for them on the front lawn of the Ducros house.
Who's got the gun? Who's got the gun? Who has a gun?
The people inside here, the guy here was trying to break into the house. The guy's dead. He died.
Okay, but where's the guy with the gun?
The guy's dead right here.
Where's the guy with the gun?
Inside the house. He's the homeowner.
Okay.
He tried to break in the house.
Okay.
And the guy was basically protecting himself.
Okay, you guys have your gun down?
This guy just died.
Some of the newly arriving officers head inside to speak with the Ducros, who have yet to emerge from the residence. They find Mitch standing in the doorway.
Mitch, are you okay? No. His heart.
Okay.
He's back.
Why don't we go? You want to sit down?
All right.
Okay. We just want to keep this area here as it is, so we don't want to...
Oh, those were the neighbors. They're not required to aid that person. Never mind. He was scared inside.
Oh, I take my medicine. I take it today.
Okay. Do you mind at least just stepping over here? We're going to keep this as this is going to technically be a crime scene right here. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't answer his phone call. No, you didn't have to answer his phone call.
As the investigation will eventually reveal, James didn't just call Allison. He also left a chilling voicemail, which will be played later.
I'm going to wait because 59's on the way. We're going to contact him. Obviously, this is going to be theirs. We're just going to hold tight until we see what he wants.
While they wait for detectives to arrive and take over, one of the officers scans the scene.
Just watch it. I see two brass, one in the carpet and one right there right now. How many shots did you fire? Three. There it is. There's the third. It's right there by the trim.
Allison appears to be especially shaken by what has just occurred.
So you guys just comfort each other, keep each other calm, work together. Just stay sitting down. If you want to lay on your back and just kind of stay flat, just that way if you do pass out, you're already laying down.
She isn't the only one rattled. Mitch soon breaks down as the officer follows him into the bedroom to collect his ID.
Just take a deep breath. Okay. Back over there, okay.
Out front, other officers attempt to administer aid to James. They place an AED, or automated external defibrillator, onto James' chest and wait for results.
Bro's just trying to protect his daughter, and he's just like, fuck.
No shock advised. It is safe to touch the patient.
Tragically, it seems it's far too late to help James. Once again, Jeff offers an explanation.
How long has he been down?
Oh, he's been there for a good 2 minutes.
Okay, we're not doing anything.
Yeah, I watched about 7 or 8 minutes because that's up a breath. That was it. He died. It was hard running right there. He tried to get in the back door, and he came along the front.
Bring me, you got a blanket? He's 16.
22-year-old James Rail is declared dead at the scene. Inside the house, Allison informs the officer that she has a heart condition and is having chest pains. Emergency services are notified and begin heading to the home.
Just don't lean on anything to where, because if you pass out, your arms won't hold you up anymore, okay?
It isn't long before emergency services arrive, as they'd been on their way before their call was canceled when James was declared deceased.
You want just your blood pressure or anything checked, sir? Yeah. I mean, if you're not feeling...
It's going to be high, I'm sure. It's expected.
The Ducros are all medically cleared, and soon the detectives arrive.
All right, how we doing? Getting better. Back in a minute. Everybody okay in here, then? For the most part? Okay. No. Definitely exciting, huh? Not really. No. It's good to have that ring.
I hate it because when you hear it,
makes it look bad.
Because definitionally, that cop was completely correct in using that word exciting. It's definitely exciting, huh? It's like, yeah, that is the right word, but come on. Jarring. It's definitely jarring, huh? That conveys like, hey, bro, it sucks. You know what I mean? Because obviously the dude, like, exciting is crazy. Such a crazy way to put it. I hate cops. Jesus Christ. What a fucking idiot. What a fucking idiot.
Later that same day, each of the Ducros came down to the police station to retell their version of events. As Allison was the closest to James, she provides much of the background. However, what she shares likely isn't what investigators expect to hear about their relationship.
How long did you guys date? Okay, so it was like on and off thing for a couple of years. Okay. I want to say in total maybe like a year and a half if we added it all up.
Like all through your high school years or after you graduated?
It started in high school and then went out of high school. Okay. Just very briefly.
Allison says they remained friends even during the times they were broken up. However, that all changed after their final breakup around 2019, over 3 years earlier.
What caused that breakup?
He was just being...
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry.
We're all adults here. You can say whatever you need to say.
He was just being rude all the time. I was just like, I don't want to put up with it.
Was he ever abusive physically or mentally?
Well, maybe mentally a little bit. He was just getting in my head a bunch.
When he got mad, what kind of things? Was he aggressive at all?
He would just tell me everything that was wrong with me. He would say that nobody was going to love me anymore.
And then the voicemail or the call last night, when's the last time you had talked to him?
It was either the beginning of last year or the end of the year before.
Allison hadn't spoken to or heard from James in over a year. That is, until he called her the night before. Around 11 p.m., James left Allison a now haunting voicemail.
Hi, Ollie. It's James. I just wanted to reach out to you because I just wanted to see how you're doing and maybe hear from you, if that would be all right, I guess. It's been a while since I talked to you, and I don't know. I feel like it, I don't know what I feel. I do know that I do want to talk to you, though. I do. It'd be nice. It'd be sweet. It's probably late right now, but if you want tomorrow, you could probably give me a call. And yeah, that's about it. Please give me a call back. Thank you.
Allison never returned his call.
Did he call out to you or anything when you got there?
He literally did not even say a word, which was, it like, put my little radars up. It's not normal.
I made me kind of nervous. Went in, got my 9. And the door started popping.
I don't know how he broke the glass through the door. Like, well, the janitor or whatever split off. He's starting to get in.
The door had to be shut when he shot because the window is the glass. Yeah, that's definitely forced open. Oh, it's definitely forced. I don't know if it was his bounces back. The hips bounces back. Very good chance it did that. It looked like he hit that somebody with some force. Oh, I mean, that's off the door frame right there. And those aren't short screws. There's 3-inch screws, you know that.
And once I realized he was getting in and the door was open is when I shot. Did you shoot through the door? I shot the window part of the door because the door was open and he was coming in.
Following the shooting, some of the officers at the scene discussed James's injuries.
Was he hit once? While you're standing in his shoulder?
Yeah, the shoulder.
He is shook up, but he's maintaining. From the moment we got here, he was extremely shook up. He's made several comments thinking that how bad he screwed up.
The detective speaking with Allison attempts to get a little more background information about James, hoping to better understand the day's terrible events.
Do you know if he was on any drugs or has he ever done any drugs that you know of? Okay, do you know what his drug of choice is?
He likes to do acid a lot.
As this interview ends, Mitch makes a request.
I'll see if they got any other questions they need me to ask or anything like that. And then if they do, I'll be back in. If not, I'll send it in as quickly as possible. And then he said you don't want to be in there when I'm help. Make it long, please.
According to news sources, a grand jury eventually decided not to indict Mitch Ducro on any charges related to the death of James Rail.
It sucks because, like, damn. You know, like... It sucks because, like, he was just trying to protect himself and his kid. And you have to go through that, like, damn, I fucked up. Okay.
If the police come to this door, I'm gonna kill everything in here. I promise you that.
Which way did he go?
This way.
There's a kid.
Yeah.
Hey, shoot his head! Shoot his head! Get shot!
On May 19th, 2024, a woman in San Diego, California calls 911 in a panic. Her ex is outside, threatening to shoot through the door and take their baby. But what begins as a terrifying domestic dispute quickly unravels into something far more violent, with the life of an infant hanging in the balance. The following is based on official police records. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. The call comes in just before midnight from Harborview Villas apartments.
Okay, and this is your ex-boyfriend at the door?
Is he at the door?
He's threatening to shoot through the door?
Yeah.
Does he have a weapon?
Yes, he has a gun. I just don't know if he's going to have it on him. Really, he said he's at the door, but I'm not going to the door. So
okay.
What is it? No, stop. Stefan, for real.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Don't do that. Are you serious? Are you serious? No, it's not.
29-year-old Stefan No, who's attempting to take his daughter from the custody of her mother. Fearing for both her safety and her
Not
child's,
gonna lie, I
the
thought
mother
that was a
lets him
meme.
inside, but things only escalate
Real-
from there.
fuck,
Stefan
he got
takes the phone
fucked
from the
up.
caller and begins speaking to the dispatcher himself.
Hello? Hello, this is Kim. How can I help you? Who's this? Yeah, this is Kim. Who's Kim? What's wrong with you? I'm a friend. How can I help you? Who's Kim? You can't help me. Can I speak back? Wait, no. Shut up. Shut up. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. What's wrong with you? Tell me, shut up. You should do. Who the hell is Kim? I will shoot you in your mother. You know what I'm saying? This finna be a movie. You keep talking like I'm playing.
With tensions boiling over inside the apartment, officers from
What
the
a
San Diego
dummy.
Police Department are closing in. But before they arrive, Stefan delivers a chilling warning.
Hello, Kim? Yes. How can I help you? If the police come to this door, I'm gonna kill everything in here. I promise you that. So you calling 911? I'm killing people. My family already calling. You know what I'm saying? But call. I promise you won't have tomorrow. No, why would you do that to my friend?
Based on witness reports, Stefan grabs their 11-month-old daughter from her crib and heads for the door, just as officers begin to arrive.
Is this him in the red? There's no description about the dog. Yeah, it's gonna be this guy right here. You know what? It has to be. He's running with the kid, dude. Yeah, it's him.
Officers quickly spot Stefan fleeing the apartment complex with his daughter in his arms, squeezing through a metal fence as they move in.
And triple four, he's trying to go, he's gonna go down the gully. Go down. Okay, dude.
Hey, dude.
The officers split up. Two return to their patrol vehicle to drive around the complex, while one continues through the fence on foot, but quickly loses sight of him.
Man, did that guy go down this way?
Bro.
Which way did he go? He has a kid.
Following directions provided by a witness, the officer moves through the trolley station parking lot and enters the Creekside Villa
Don't
apartments.
tell me
Hey, did that guy come
the
through
kid
here?
dies.
He had a baby.
But Stefan is nowhere to be seen.
I don't know, dude.
Each officer begins combing the area, searching for any sign of him, as a search helicopter arrives overhead equipped with thermal imaging. He may have slipped into the dark, but he can't hide forever.
Hey, shoot the hands! Shoot the hands, dude! Shot!
Stefan attempts to flee further down the hill when Officer Robert Gladys opens fire, striking him and sending him crashing into the bushes below.
Hey, you guys good? Gladys. Hey, Gladys. Shoot. Where's the gun in here? Okay. Where's the kid? Where's the kid? Hey, we're at the base of the hill.
Additional officers arrive, attempting to get eyes on Stefan. But a burning question remains. Where is the baby?
Where's the kid?
Where's he at? Somewhere right there.
Where's
He's
the
right here.
kid
And
at?
wait, the guy was in this bush. He fell right behind this bush at the base of this building. Okay, does he have the kid? I didn't see a kid. I saw the gun.
Stefan and the baby may be out of sight from officers on the ground, but not from the eye in the sky. With backup on scene, officers move down the hill with their weapons drawn, unsure if he is still armed or what condition the baby might be in.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! I want to see your hands! Let me see your hands! Hey, come here.
Check on the baby!
I'll pick up the baby. Okay, I'll push up. I'll push up, dude. Hey, don't move.
Oh, it's screaming. Okay. Oh, get the baby! Get the baby! Get the baby, bro!
Where you hit, dude? Both your arms? Alright, where's the gun at, dude? Okay, I'm gonna search first aid, dude. Okay.
The baby is secured and rushed from the scene as officers begin administering first aid to Stefan.
God damn.
Let's go to handcuff him real quick.
Oh, you fucking
Turn him around.
idiot, bro.
Face him down. Let's handcuff him. Yep. You guys have a tourniquet for that right leg? Yeah, I got a right leg. If you guys work on handcuff, I'll throw it on his right leg. You good, sir? Yeah, I'm good. I'm handcuffed. Alright. Get a tourniquet on that leg. Are you both legs, dude? Hey. One leg, bro. One leg. One leg? What about your arm? Both arms. Both arms? Yeah.
After securing Stefan and applying a tourniquet to his right leg, officers move him to the front of the apartments for more space to continue first aid. But despite their efforts, his condition is rapidly deteriorating.
Water. What's that? Water. Okay, we'll get you water. You gotta hang on, buddy. Sorry. It's because you lost a little bit of blood. Your body wants you to tell you to get water, but you're not gonna get water right now, all right? Keep on it. Hey, buddy. Okay. What's your name? Hey.
What's the baby's condition? I don't give a fuck about this piece of shit.
You're gonna be all right.
Like,
Stefan is transported
actually,
to Scripps Mercy Hospital, where he's rushed into surgery.
He
According to
lived,
police
didn't he?
documents, Officer Robert Gladys fired his weapon approximately 9 times, 6 rounds striking Stefan directly, while 2 bullet holes were found on the side of the nearby apartment. At the hospital, Stefan undergoes emergency
Where's the
surgery for
third
multiple
one?
gunshot wounds, including a fractured humerus and a bullet that clipped
Probably
the
the
artery in his right thigh, ultimately surviving the incident. Toxicology reports reveal a blood alcohol level of 0.130, along with fentanyl, THC, opiates, and methamphetamine in his system. At the time of his arrest, Stefan was not carrying a weapon. However, officers later recovered a pistol he had dropped in the parking lot while fleeing, one that an officer unknowingly ran right past during the pursuit. What the officer believed to be a weapon in Stefan's hand at the moment he opened fire was actually a cell phone. As for the baby, she was evaluated by medics on scene and found to have no major injuries before being returned safely to her mother. According to news sources, in March 2025, Stefan Nuttall pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including child endangerment and assault with a semi-automatic firearm. On May 1st, 2025, he was sentenced to 14 years and 8 months in state prison. Following his sentencing, Stefan filed a federal lawsuit against Officer Robert Gladys, alleging the use of excessive and unjustified force during the incident. As of March 21st, 2025, he was sentenced to 14 years and 8 months in state prison. Following his sentencing, Stefan filed a federal lawsuit against Officer Robert Gladys, alleging the use of excessive and unjustified force during the incident. As of March 21st, 2025, the case remains pending in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of California, with a joint status report filed by...
I hope he countersues. Because, like, excessive force is crazy. Brother, you had a gun. You tossed the gun. I get that you didn't have the gun there, but from everything they understood, you were armed. Like,
I just said if I ever see another bruise on her, I said I won't be having words with you.
You wouldn't just leave me. The seed has been planted in my head that I'm questioning about my father as well, because...
The last one with him?
Yep.
On October 28th, 2022, the Crow Wing County Sheriff's Office received a report about a missing man in Merrifield, Minnesota.
Sheriff's Office. Hi, I inquired previously about trying to find someone, and I'm still not finding any information. I would like to file a missing persons report.
The report came from 19-year-old Cordelia LaFlex, who told deputies her boyfriend, 23-year-old Bryce Brogel, had vanished 2 days earlier after leaving with her father to unload. The couple had just moved from Washington State and were staying at the home of Cordelia's father, 45-year-old Michael LaFlex. Responding to her missing persons report, deputies made contact with Michael LaFlex later that same day at a storage unit in Merrifield, the location he claimed was the last place he and Bryce had been together.
Our coverage is made possible by Morgan & Morgan. If you've been seriously hurt, your injury could be worth millions, and you might never know unless you fight for
Just start again with what happened here.
So we came here, we unloaded, we pulled out. Yeah, they went to Arizona first. Somewhere, he wouldn't let us know where they were at, somewhere in southern Arizona. And then from there, they were there beginning of August, I think. And then they headed up to Washington. Again, he wouldn't let us know. Cordelia said to me it was somewhere near a small town near Spokane. That's all I ever got over. And they just came back.
They got back on Wednesday?
Yes, we got back Wednesday. And
do you know about what time they showed up?
5:15ish.
Okay.
At 5, I was putting laundry and I was washing my sheets, so Cordelia got up and she asked if she could stay with me.
5? Bro had to correct himself.
And so I said, why don't you...
not get along, or?
I don't care for him much.
Okay.
And it's not that I would never trust somebody out on the street for that, for not liking him. But he didn't want to go stay at my mother-in-law. He wasn't going to stay there because they don't like him. Last spring, when he came to stay with us in March and stayed with him, there was a lot of verbal abuse towards Cordelia. There was a time where she came down with a big bruise on her face, which he said that was wrestling. My other daughter said it could be, could be that, but it was not, and hurt her crying. So there's always been the fighting and him being that way. But she just knows that I don't care. I didn't care for him that much, and he didn't. He doesn't want to be where he's not. Like, oh yeah, no, yeah, we unloaded all that stuff back there.
Okay.
This here too. I don't see anything else up here. It's mostly back there. What was left in the trailer was 2, like the dish baskets that had toiletry kind of stuff in it. He said to leave them in there, and then there was a black garbage can that was empty.
Okay. So you guys, you drove right up here from the house.
Yes.
Unloaded. Well, how long did that take?
Oh, 45 minutes maybe. Maybe because he was looking at stuff and trying to figure out if he was going to keep something or take something. And I think there was one bag in there too, clothing or something.
Okay. And then you left here.
We left here.
And where did this interaction happen?
It happened just right out here. We got out, got this down, started to get up to speed, and the lights came on, and it happened right down here.
And you said you're not good with cars, but you don't know what they were?
It wasn't, the one was a small, kind of like your size there, or something that size. I tell you the truth, I didn't see what the make was of that one.
But there was lights on them?
No, there was
emergency lights?
Yeah, there was the ones that come up front. I didn't see anything up top, but there was the ones that came on there, and then the car, it was kind of a dark gray, and it kind of looked like those in the Force.
Okay.
But I'm not 100. Like I said, it came by like that and pulled in front of the vehicles, and
bro, the whole elaborate lie.
The officer, I want to say officer, walked around, got in the car, passenger seat, and they left.
Okay.
And then they came back to me. The other 2 came back to me. The one came to my side, let me out, took my pants up, and said, "Is this vehicle registered to you?" And I said, "Yes, it is."
Which vehicle did you end up in?
The white one.
The white.
The white Ford Escape.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Bryce ended up in which one?
The dark gray, whatever it was.
He was driving the white Escape.
Yeah. Yes.
But which vehicle did you end up?
Oh, the SUV.
Okay. And Bryce was put in which one?
The gray car. Taurus looking.
And was there a cage in this car?
Not in the one I was in. It looked from the inside. It was plain Jane. It had some small on the center console. It had a small looked like computer or something, but it was folded down.
Okay.
I was,
Did he say anything to you when Bryce?
No, he didn't. I mean, when we left here, he said thank you for your help, and that was it.
Did you guys have any other conversation?
No, I mean, I asked him on the way up here how the drive was. He said nice, decent. You know, it really, I think I've talked with him. I mean, most of the time we've ever talked, and I can show you messages where I've never, except for, you know, one time last spring, you know, I didn't see the bruises. My mother-in-law did, my daughter did. I just said, if I ever see another bruise on her, I said I won't be having words with you. And that was the end, but there's been so much conflict from his side, and I can show you messages where, and I didn't respond any bad way, but just...
Did Cordelia not want to come with, or what was the deal? How did she come with?
She said she was smelly and stuff and needed a shower.
Okay.
Bryce said on the way back that he had a feeling that somebody was going to get arrested when he got back here. He actually said the FBI. Cordelia actually did.
Does he have any reason to...
Just disappear?
Or make it look like he's disappeared?
I don't think so. I don't think, no. I mean, she said they were going to be going back to Montana to work. And that they were, I mean, he was very, what's the word, possessive. And, you know, he was, all her phones, or all her emails and everything went through his phone so he could watch who she was talking to. I think her Facebook, everything's going through his phone so he could screen everything.
So what you're telling us is that the last you saw him, he was in a unmarked type squad car.
Yep.
You believe he was being arrested?
Yes, it was a dark gray, what I believe to be a Ford. Yeah. Yep.
And you've never had his phone, you weren't in possession of it today?
It was in the vehicle.
Okay.
I took it. I did take it. And I just wanted my daughter to get away from it. I didn't want her to, you know, keep after him, but that's just it. It was in mine. Yeah.
What did you do?
I put it in the trash.
Where?
In Brighton.
Where?
Holiday. Yeah.
In the dumpster?
Yes. No. In the garbage can.
Like in the gas?
Yes.
Which one?
I believe the center one. Yeah, the center one, the closest aisle. It was sitting on the center console, and I was scared. I was scared of the whole situation, and I wasn't sure. I was afraid, honestly, of somebody tracking it and coming after my daughter.
When did that happen? After he was taken?
Yeah. With me with the phone.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. And like I said, I was afraid. I told my daughter yesterday. I said, you know, just wherever you're going, let me know. If you want here, go in there. I was afraid.
When did you drop it?
I dropped it tonight.
Okay, on the way to your sister's?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just I wasn't concerned about you guys. Actually, I think I dropped it before that. Before I knew she was coming to see you guys.
Okay. I appreciate you talking.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's a lot of times.
It was laying there, and I was afraid. I was afraid for my daughter when this all went down. I was worried that somebody was driving her.
So it was in the car after they took him?
Yes. That phone was sitting on the center console when I got back in it, and I was just like, there was, and I was like.
But what I can tell you is, like, now with what you told me, I need to take possession of the phone to make sure nothing is destroyed.
No, there's nothing.
What I'll do now is I get a search warrant for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
and we'll still get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I think you're guilty or anything like that. If what you're telling me is true, like, then your phone's gonna help.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna show where I stopped and show.
It's gonna show exactly, like, it's gonna show me where you were at.
Okay.
So as long as what you're telling me is true, you got nothing.
Yeah. That's.
But it would be remiss of me not to try and tell you something.
Yep.
Okay. For you as much as against you.
Yeah. No, I understand. I've just people said, don't give him your phone, don't give him this, don't give him that. So that's why. I mean, I like to cooperate. I do. But in the same spot, it's like, I know where he looks. So.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you telling me that about dumping the phone,
Yeah.
and what you're telling me can certainly make sense, especially the fact that you came forward with it.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that it makes you look guilty or anything like that, but I am saying that I need to gather this, cooperate with it.
As investigators continued their work, another interview from that same evening would begin to shatter Michael's story. This time, it was his daughter, Cordelia LaFlex, who had her own version of what happened, and her account painted a very different picture.
How's yours and Bryce's relationship been?
Good.
Any abuse or anything like that?
No, not really, no.
Not really?
Dad's Mike, right? Dad, what relationship with Bryce, and good things, bad things?
Bad things, good things, I guess, but...
What did you tell Dad about Bryce and your relationship?
Well, so in perfect honesty, Bryce told me everything about his past. He explained to me, so of course in the relationship I know, right?
Tell me about his past, what did he tell you?
Well, so, he was really assaulted when he was a kid. And he had not good parents at all. His dad was a meth head, and his mother was abusive, and his father was abusive as well. She also got an abusive step-husband, everything else. So he spent most of his childhood locked up, and been in other things.
You told Dad that?
No, the only thing Dad found out about was just the brief stint is apparently a offender. He tried telling me that, throwing it in my face that, do you really even know him? Do you know everything about him? And, he's, this. And I said, he's not, he's never somebody. That is not the truth.
Dad didn't like that he thought Bryce was a offender?
Yep. Well, and it started some heat because my dad actually was an offender.
No, I got it in my ear.
That he had that, and of course that got dropped when the duration filled out, that was something that was brought up as well, that my dad was a offender. I mean, it was actually a shock to me, because he likes to say that as kids that there was signs or whatever, and, that we knew or something, but I don't actually recall knowing that, and knowing for a fact that I knew that was a label on my father, but...
How did Dad feel about Bryce being, in his mind anyway?
Yeah, not the best about it.
When did you find that out?
That was in June, just before we were leaving.
So how's your relationship with Dad?
Fine, I talked to him more than I talked to anyone, I didn't really talk to anyone while I was gone. Anyone will tell you that, no one really had any communication with me.
Other than Dad?
Yeah, that's what it is.
How often you talk to him?
Once every 2 weeks or something like that.
Once every couple weeks?
Yeah, it was never more than 10 minutes phone call.
Are you his only?
I'm his eldest. He's got two, but I've always been a daddy's girl. Headbutting me as it is.
Yeah.
And of course, he's dad, so he thinks he can just play protector. And I'm worked up and irritated and crabby.
So you decided to come back to Minnesota. You tell anybody?
There was less than 10 people that knew. It's weird because the men that took Bryce said something about that. They said something to my father about how there was an outstanding warrant in Arizona, and they mentioned something about Washington, which we didn't even know about the warrant. But
What did Dad say that he got Bryce's phone?
if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, I screamed at my father and just left my aunt's house because I just found out that information.
So he dumped it in a garbage can.
No, he failed to tell to me that he had both of Bryce's phones. As far as I was known,
Both, no?
Or just the one, and I don't know. I didn't even get to see.
Well, we still need to find a phone.
Bryce had 2 phones on him. As far as I was aware, he had 2 phones, and the phones were taken with him. I just found out less than a half hour ago that my father had one of them in possession.
Yeah,
But had
he
a phone.
threw him in the dumpster. So have you talked to him about that?
No, I screamed in his face and told him I'm not sleeping in his house again, and that's where I'm at. He told me 2 things he told me. First, that the woman in Washington who's pressing charges on Bryce due to property damage, he said that he convinced her not to press charges on me too, apparently. And then he also told me, yes, that he had possession of, I don't know if he said both phones or just one, but he said he had possession of a cell phone and that he was worried someone was tracking it and that they were going to get a hold of me or something too.
So how did you explain this kidnapping thing that he's explaining?
Well, at first,
This is
we thought it was
crazy.
the cops. For all intents and purposes, when he showed up and explained it, he explained it like the police told
When
him.
exactly did he show up and explain it?
Just after 6:30 maybe?
On?
On Wednesday.
6:30 p.m.?
Yep, they were gone no more than 2 hours before my dad came home.
How long did that take? Oh, 45 minutes maybe.
The substantial gap between the time Michael claimed to be gone and the actual 2 hours he was missing quickly raised the suspicions of investigators.
And it was within the first 10 minutes, I texted Bryce. I never got a response.
Is that normal?
Not see a response?
Yeah.
No.
Does he keep his phone pretty close to him? If
Yes.
you,
Usually, Bryce and I aren't even that far separated where we need
they're gone for 10 minutes, saying they're going to the storage shed. You text them and they're gone after about 10 minutes.
no response. I texted him at 5:50, so it was probably 40 minutes after my first text message. Sorry, I'm liking your first name.
Travis.
Sorry, Travis.
So about 5:10 you text him and
Yep, and Travis took pictures of them as well, so they were timestamped as well. And yeah, I asked him, I was like, are you planning on coming back for me? And I got no response. I tried to call him, and there's nothing, and then I called my father after that, and there was nothing.
So when you're sending these texts, was your dad back yet?
Nope.
Nobody's
No
back,
one
just
was
you at
back
the
yet.
house?
Yep. And I got left at the house to shower. So as soon as I was done showering, I'm wondering where everyone is, and the trailer's a little 4x8 with not that much stuff in it. It wasn't going to take longer than an hour. It really wasn't.
Is that stuff in the storage shed now?
Yes, it should be. Yep.
Percentage-wise, how full do you think that trailer was for the trip back from?
80% at least.
Okay. Like, top, bottom, front to back, 80%?
Yeah. We started at the front and loaded all the way back, but I definitely know it wasn't loaded to the full top.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't filled in fully.
So, a real serious question. What did happen? Honestly.
Real serious answer. I thought he was sitting in a police station somewhere.
But you know better now that it's not true.
Yeah, up until yesterday, that's what I still thought, and I was still waiting on a phone call to say here. In all honesty, I don't even know now. It could be the mob or something that picked him up. I don't even know.
Do you believe your dad that some people will kidnap him?
Yes. In personal honesty, Bryce is not the kind of man I feel like who could just be put in a position where someone's going to tell him to go away and he's going to disappear, or he cares about me. And,
of course.
And I have his dog. I have all his stuff. He left his wallet in the car at the time too, and everything. And that had over $1,000 in it, which what was our money.
So from our perspective, what do you think common sense kind of tells us?
That something shady is going on. That's how we all feel. Is that something shady is going on right now?
Because he wouldn't just leave you.
No, he wouldn't just leave me. And of course, the seed has been planted in my head that I'm questioning about my father as well. Because
The last one with him.
yep, the only thing that came across suspicious and a red flag in my mind is that Dad made a comment twice about me staying home and him and Bryce going unloading the trailer. That's what I was told. I'm gonna stay here and shower, and Bryce and I will unload it. And he popped it the first time, and I don't think I really even said anything definitive or commented, but we got talking on something else, and then Bryce came in, and then he asked again, and that's what him and I agreed upon. I was like, okay, that's fine. You two can go unload the trailer, and I'll stay here in the shower.
Cordelia not want to come with, or what was the deal? How come? She said she was smelly and stuff and needed a shower. Okay.
Given the suspicious 2-hour gap in Michael's timeline, and the fact that he had just admitted to disposing of Bryce's phone hours before Cordelia's interview, investigators recognized major inconsistencies in his story. They began examining the surrounding areas, estimating how far Michael could have traveled during the time he was unaccounted for. It would soon lead them into the woods outside Merrifield.
Oh yeah. So it was like this, and then all these branches were broken off and put in it. Well, so we got
Tell me to live and see.
probably a probe of some sort. It looks like it's a sandy, previously dug area that they broke off branches and stuck them in the ground. Fresh leaves on top. And then fresh leaves on top. But it's we kind of dug down with their boots about 6 to 8 inches and don't see anything. But this is probably it's really odd. Well, there's broken off big branches, medium-sized branches, and little branches that were broken off and stuck in the middle of it. I mean, it could be something like that, but somebody put a bunch of broken branches over the top and fresh leaves. It appears to be fresh leaves over the top, and it's kind of a sandy area where the rest of it around here. I mean, it might be nothing, but it's
The BCA crime scene team arrived shortly after and began processing the site. As investigators dug through the soil, they uncovered the body of 23-year-old Bryce Brogel, buried several feet underground. The Ramsey County medical examiner found Bryce died from a distant gunshot wound to the head, and it was ruled a homicide, confirming he'd been deliberately and fatally shot. By putting the pieces together, contradictions, timelines, and physical evidence, investigators promptly arrested Michael LaFlex. He was initially charged with second-degree intentional murder in October 2022. In March of 2023, a grand jury indicted LaFlex and charged him with first-degree murder with premeditation, which carries a mandatory life sentence. After a nearly 2-week-long trial, a jury unanimously convicted LaFlex of first-degree murder with premeditation. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, ensuring he will spend the rest of his life behind bars. In addition to the life sentence, LaFlex was ordered to pay more than $14,000 in restitution and court fees. For exclusive clips and behind-the-scenes content, join us on patreon.com/MidwestCrime.
Good night. I'll see